No, but you know what? I always miss my viewers during the weekend.
Oh yes.
I'm excited at the end of Friday, and I just want to sleep, have fun. But Saturday, there's this Saturday I woke up with a fit of fear because I could see the sun in my house.
And you're like, oh, I'm late.
I'm late.
Yes, I know that feeling. But anyways, well, one more time, you're welcome to the show. It's Friday, like we say, it's Friday. It's a good time for us to relax and take the day very easy as we prep ourselves for a very good weekend. And of course, on the show 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., we have a whole lot of stuff lined up for you as well. Daniel, what's in your area?
Today we are hosting the Deputy Minister for Information, Pastor Enam Hajide. He's also coming on air with ranking member for the NDC on the Health Committee of Parliament, Kwabena Minta Kando. We're going to talk about all the up and down about COVID-19 and the EC register this week. Also, before that, we'll touch on some of the crime stories we've seen this week.
Wow.
Very worrying stuff.
Wow.
Yesterday, a murder-suicide was recorded in Nkwanta in the Volta region. A man killed his wife and killed himself. And there's a latest also on the case of this woman who tried to get her husband murdered.
Wow.
Yes. They've been to court yesterday. And so we'll bring you the latest on that.
Wow, that is a way to have our Friday. But anyway, on the much lighter side, let me also bring your attention to this one. So have you realized that a lot of greats in this country, especially in the music area, sort of turn and change their business as they grow old? So the likes of Hammer of the last two, now he's into marketing. Now he's sold cars, he's sold bread, like he says. Reggie Rockstone and his wife Zilla will be on the show today. Well, started out as a hip life grandpapa, and now he's into rock swatche, he says. So all this and more line up on Prime Morning for you. Gonna get very interesting, but time for us to do some daily nuggets.
Today's Daily Nuggets is from Earl Nightingale. It says, never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. This is deep. This is deep. If you try and remind yourself of the things you said you do 4 years ago,
well,
and realize that it's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years already. I know. Well, yesterday I had a little webinar and it was very interesting. And I said to myself, wow, look, we've come a long way. We have come a long way.
Very long way.
So yes, you have also come a long way, and that's the reason why every single morning you need to say thank you to the man above for creating you and giving you life. And once you see today, well, it means that there's something that he wants you to still accomplish. So give thanks to him and go find the purpose of which you were brought to this earth. And that's my little motivation.
At Jay's Daily Nugget.
Jay's Daily Nuggets.
But let's take the shake up now. Stay with us.
Good morning, lovely viewers. We're here again, my team and I. We're here to give you the shake up. It's all about the shake up, the morning workout. So you ready? My team are ready. 1, we go 2, good, 3, side, 4, nice one, 5, 6, let's go, 7, 8, 9, 10, very good. Okay, so now let's go. We go 1, let's go, change to the side, 2, we go, 3, very good, 4, let's go, 5, 6, very good, 7, 8, 9, 10, very good, give me 5 more, 1, we go, 2, 3, very good, 4, 5, 6, let's go, 6, okay, very good, now let's go, warm up, let's go, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's go, give me 10 more, go, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now watch. Let's go. Open. We go. Let's go. 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 Keep going. Okay, start counting. 1. Let's go. Go. 2. We go. 3. Let's go. 4. Good. 5. Let's go. 6. 7. Let's go. 7. Go. 8. 9. 10. Let's go. Give me 10 more. Go. 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 10 more. 1. Let's go. 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 2. Let's go. 3. 4. Nice one. 5. 6. Go. 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 7. Let's go. Let's go. 7. 8. 9. 10. Very good. Very good. Very good. 10. Now pick it up. Pick it up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Face this side. Let's go. Go. Keep going. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Go. Give me 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We have 2 more. Let's go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. 6. Go. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last one. Last one. Let's go. Keep going. Don't stop. That's the last one. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Very good. Stretch. Stretch. 10 seconds rest. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Stretch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up. Let's go. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, change. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right, up, up, up. Okay, let's go. Stretch up. Yeah, let's go. Up. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Take it same way. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, change. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Let's go. Let's go. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Very good. Let's go. Go. Side. Let's go side. Side. Now we go with the waist. Let's go. 1, 2. We go. 3. We go. 4. Okay. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Catch you same time tomorrow. It's all about a shakeout. Stay safe.
And what if I told you the one that I liked most in Shake Up was the one he does this and he goes like that? Yeah, it feels like I'm riding a motorbike here.
I thought you were going to get up and do it.
I know. You know, in this day and age, life is so hard. Anyway, that was Shake
Reminds
Up.
me of a punishment we used to
Jamal.
do back in Boche.
Tell me.
They'll put you in that position.
Oh, the
They say-
motorbike.
Yeah, they say you did ride bike, go house.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh, you just got to a speed bump, so you have to.
Well, I mean, you're welcome. How you doing? You look fabulous.
Thank you very much, like a bride waiting for her groom. You people
Again,
will
what did
miss
you
to
say?
me.
What did you say? The reference to was
This one, Andrew Soundman, he called it Auntie Selena.
Auntie Selena.
Yes, please. Thank you so much to GTP. I really love this one.
Lovely outfit.
I said I made it for me.
Oh yeah, great. So like the show we do every single morning, time for us to do our news flash. If you're ready, we're ready.
Welcome back and a special good morning from me, and this is Prime Morning News Flash. We're starting with the Daily Graphic this morning, and in front of the Daily Graphic, 24 hours after stimulus package launched, 8,000 apply for loan. 8,000. Now, even before it was launched, I hear that people had started, trying to apply.
Who need money?
Don't we all?
There's a town on the Cape Coast Takrady Road. It's called Nipa Hiamwa.
Oh, Lord.
So what I don't get is that the banks have been in existence all these years, offering loans, but people haven't really gone for loans. So is it that we don't have the data of the persons who are applying for loans? So what makes this particular one so special?
It matters the
love
interest
that
level.
question. I love that question.
But
It's just what MFA said.
Yeah.
Is the level of interest,
Yeah.
and what was looked at. Banks have always had a challenge lending to the private sector in Ghana because of the risk involved.
Yes.
And the interest rates already are so high. Listen, if you're going to take a loan, that's going to charge you 40% at the end of the year. That means that at the end of the year, you have to make about 50-60% just to get by.
Which is
to
nearly
pay for the-
impossible.
How many businesses make 60% profit?
Before you can pay for that loan.
Nearly impossible.
It's true.
Yeah.
So this one says, but that means that it's still equal risk factor in applying for the loan.
Well,
And equal risk factor for the government as well.
The
because-
risk
risk has
factor
been
for the
reduced.
government is higher than the person applying for the loan.
So that means that maybe the government doesn't want the money back. So they can,
well,
this
they
one we
do,
can
they
go
do.
and take
If
it.
they don't want it back, then Mr. Kufa, good morning.
Then they'll treat it like
we are in fact, Prime
We've just
Morning
started our
Company.
business. I'm
Prime
the first
Morning
director.
Company Limited. Yeah, we are just 3. We are not 99. So
Well,
it's like-
as you're talking about it, let me tell you what's happening to Atuesi, and he's ready to refund
Oh yes.
to 27.5 million Ghana
Yeah.
cedis to the
Yeah.
states.
Yeah.
And
27
I can't
million.
imagine, how does it
Ghana
look
cedis.
like?
Wow.
Or pay. That's what it looks like.
But I think that's less pressure on him, because he stated that he used a chunk of the money that was given to them by BOG to sponsor some companies. It wasn't that he took it for himself, and it looks like some of these companies have refunded nearly 1-point-something million already.
Yeah, 1.4 million
Yes,
already.
oh right, and Ioko is also taking about 19 cars from him, and so maybe when we add, subtract, and all of that,
27 million.
Sika
If you had
pounds.
that money in your account by this time of the year,
I'm telling
By
you.
this time of the year,
you would have cured Corona.
boss.
All right, so let me go to Daniel. Yeah.
Okay, the Ghanaian Observer has a different number for the COVID-19 alleviation program stimulus package. It says over 5,000 applicants received. That picture of Kosi Yankee, on the front page. NDC in big U-turn over new voters register, says registration exercise may escalate coronavirus cases, and government not ready to reopen schools. Kojo Ponkroma, he said it yesterday when we were speaking to him beyond the headlines, but he made that statement as well at the minister's press briefing, which another one of which is taking place today.
Yes,
actually. Yeah.
as well. Well, Ghanaian Times, similar stories here. That's if you're done with the Statesman.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
No, this is the Observer.
Observer. Okay, so the Ghanaian Times, similar story here. Of course, schools not reopening, and nearly 5,000 MSMEs also apply. And Core FS and 8 other herbal recommended as immune support treatment for COVID-19.
By who? By
Well,
the FDA now.
I'm very sure.
Have they
I
gone
know that
through
the back and
challenges 'cause it was
forth.
recalled?
Well,
Yes.
it's an immune booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
A
not
cure.
being used as a cure,
I
but
agree.
it's an immune
It
booster.
had some challenges
So-
because it was a batch of it was recalled by FDA, if you remember.
Regarding side
yes,
effects and all.
yes.
Which drug doesn't give you side effects?
Anyway,
I'm sure
even-
some persons take malaria
Even too much
medicines
water
and,
will make you pee, and you need CB capsule.
Anyway, that's not also.
Charlie.
Punchlines are getting.
The girl boss, mama.
I know, right? I know. So, Aviation Ministry also has no contract with LCB. You do recall this controversy on the disinfecting of the airports as well. They said they have no contract with LCB Worldwide Ghana Limited on disinfecting the airports. You can read also the story on page 13 of the Ghanaian Times. And yes, and also Gender Minister inaugurates 3 water projects at Agona West. And these are the main headlines in Ghanaian Times. Back to you.
The Chronicle newspaper has the two big stories that we are dealing with. COVID-19 not going soon. Mr. Fonkroma said NDC reject NIAEC explanations. But you have to look at this one for me. Look at the man with the wings.
So yesterday, I decided to watch Obinim's television station, the channel, for a good 1 hour to just watch the church service. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
It was amazing.
I saw that photo on the wall in the church, and
Well, each time I try
you can't argue out when it comes to religion.
No.
But
let's just leave it there. How about that?
I'm leaving it there.
Thank
Trust
you.
me, I have left it there.
But the Chronicle did not leave it because the caption is Obinim Sheshinyina. That's literally the caption. Obinim Sheshinyina. I wonder, Charlie. You know, Kennedy Japan has been speaking so much. So this all started as a feud.
Yeah.
Right? Between Obinim and Kennedy Japan. And all of a sudden, we find that Kennedy Japan dedicates airtime
to just deal with
castigating Bishop Obinim, talking about how he's a criminal, he's engaged in fraud, and now he's lodged the police complaint. My question is, if Mr. Japan had not gone to lodge the complaint, would the police not have caught a whiff?
Well, a few
all
times
this
the police have arrested Obinim.
This is not the first time he's been arrested, but he
the
was
angel
released.
went in and came back.
He was released.
Yeah.
Anyway, good morning to John
The-
Benjamin.
on that story,
I wanted to say good morning to John Benjamin, the former UK High Commissioner.
on that story, Daniel. So there's a picture of Obinim in the Daily Guide as well, turned into a snake slithering out of the jail.
How can an angel turn into a snake? Let's look at some analysis. Let's analyze this thing.
That's so, like when they say the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. You cannot compare the two on
in
the
fact,
same ground.
Beyond the headlines, when we come, we'll discuss how angels can turn into
Oh my goodness. You compare Satan to Satan, angel to angel. Anyway, all right. So the Gold Street business as well. It's not different from what it looks like. Kusi is making the front. Yes, she's making nearly all of the front papers. 600 million of loan. It started. They said disbursement periods begins. All eligibility criteria now in the open. And so, if you've been wondering what are the criteria you need to meet before you can apply, probably you want to get the Gold Street business this morning and get to see if you're eligible or not.
We'll go through it with Pius Ajide as well.
Okay, that's great.
When he comes.
That's great.
Well, last for me, Daily Guide also, same stories. To his Henry funds, 1.4 million. Obinim's family wails over the bail. And this one, very interesting. Wager residents panic over cracked dam and lumen spillage. And I'll tell you what about, did you know that the conference center or so, National Theatre, one of it was supposed to be built in Kaswa, in that area?
Really?
Yes. And I think there's a scoop I picked up. And please, I'm not saying it is as it is. I'm telling you something I picked up. And that that area is also lies on this an earthquake-prone area. So they changed the idea whole behind of placing it there.
Would have looked very different.
Well, the idea was to decentralize the city, just to move people, the entertainment also away from the center of and have people go out there as well and bring life to some places. But anyway, Mahama versus Abronye, police probe Mills' death. Also on the front page of the Daily Guide, you can read that story. This thing going on, I want to understand between
Mahama and Abronye DC.
Hey,
so
Abronye.
So
he's a full force.
Anyway,
telling you.
The final newspaper is my last paper. It says no decision on schools reopening. That's a story that has captured all the front pages really. New COVID-19 positive cases and facility admissions declining. Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaje, who is the Director General for the Ghana Health Service, founder of Capital Bank, ready to refund 27.5 million Ghana cedis to the state. It reminds me of that case itself. In the Boulders report, it was stated that 28 million Ghana cedis of the funds given to Capital Bank was used for business development. It's emerged later that the business development was disguised for forwarding monies to officials of the Bank of Ghana.
I see.
Yeah, U10.
But that's not strange.
Oh,
we live in a U10 society. Yeah.
I didn't say it was. It also says here the Grand Lodge of Ghana, or the Freemasons, have donated 100,000 Ghana cedis to support a COVID-19 isolation and treatment facility.
Well, that increases the COVID-19 fund goes up, huh?
Yeah.
And more donations here. Ghana Missions also gave Noguchi $100,000. That's $100,000 for test
$100,000.
Yeah,
hopefully
for test
we won't be
kits.
going to IMF. We'll start taking from the fund.
Well, this show is probably brought to you by Fan Milk, and Fan Milk is saying stay at home with Fan Milk because you can actually order Fan Milk to your home just by calling this number 0551 767676 0551 767676. But you must be living in Accra, Kaswa, or in Tema to enjoy this amazing deal of delivery to your home by Fan Milk.
Okay, so you can also call these numbers if you're having challenges with your Joy Learning channel. Not just challenges, maybe you want to get any other information, you want to call 0244 34015 or 030 342 6163. And still on the matter of CB capsules and CB. Favorite for my boys. All right, so just to enhance your urine flow, if you have a catheter on, difficult in urinating, every urinal problem, or even for the women, a discharge, itches, anything that you're struggling with as a woman, you know, girl code, I'm sure you understand it, yes. Menstrual pain, you want to call this number 0247 311 671 0247 311 67. Also, the CB soap, which I think Daniel and Jay can use if they do not have challenges with urine, then you can buy CB soap for pedicure and manicure. Just apply for 10 minutes. Pour, wait for 10 minutes, scrub and wash. Then you have
When you say pedicure and what?
manicure. Manicure is for your palm.
Manicure.
Yes.
It's for your palm.
Yes.
What I thought manicure was. If I say it
You are
right
the
now,
reason why they are
You
doing
get
Abu
nickname.
will sack me.
you are the reason why they are doing U10 for this
Pedicure and manicure. So do they have manicure? Look, if you listen to Adom Joy, Hits FM in the US and the UK, you can't get it on TuneIn. We are very sorry. You want to go on myjoyonline.com and adomonline.com and listen to all of your favorite programs on the radio. So that's it for the news flash this morning.
Yes. Well, coming up next, we also have our Prime Sports as well as what's trending and beyond the headlines. All this lineup and more for a Friday like this one.
Wale wanje say ye ka salona wo se wonko na so wo tiri nkwa se makwa kohia CB herbal soap no hwehwe me na ho
wo 19 apaipai anase ayede nso a fa CB herbal soap sra wo 19 ene wo nan mrum Germany ni 10 minutes ansa na wo de ebo anase kan ketwa arevre efini nyina kama hyeno nso se yemfa nsra ye nan ho ene ye honam CB herbal soap eyi e 90 ma pro efi ene enkaboni
medo okay yo CB herbal soap no e tuma nkasa kamezo na ho Suziana Ghana man memma damase
FD ahwehwe saa ejedi enkrato yi mu agye atomu se
Make I start again. Say party after party. Today we go spoil everywhere. Make I give one. Hey, what?
Accidents are unpredictable. In situations like this, timing is everything. Dialing 112 gives you direct access to the National Ambulance Service with a guarantee of a fast response time and even faster with the National Digital Property Addressing System. Imagine this man has a few minutes to live. Help will come. 112, we are safe. Avoid prank calling as it will lead to loss of life of persons in actual need of help.
This week on Joy Learning, JHS lessons Monday to Friday at 2:30 p.m., 7 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Monday, English language, plural nouns. Tuesday, mathematics, union of sets. Wednesday, French articles. Thursday, integrated science, energy. Friday, science, types of soil. SHS1 lessons Monday to Friday at 3 p.m. and 7:30 a.m. Monday, core mathematics, distance, bearing form. Tuesday, biology, the concept of cell, Akaryotes. Wednesday, financial accounting, illustration of adjustments to final account of a sole trader, part 2. Thursday, economics, business organization, part 1. Friday, cost accounting, introduction to cost accounting. Catch up with the National Science and Maths quiz on Monday to Friday at 5:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. For updates on weekly schedules, please log in to www.myjoyonline.com or adumonline.com. Download the Wolo app and access complete lessons covering the syllabus or call 030-2211-688 or 026-4790-970. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Joy Learning TV and on Instagram at Joy_Learning TV. Learning is simple and secure on Ghana's first educational channel, Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Yes, we're live and welcome to What's Trending. My name is Jay Foley. Well, today being a Friday, we have quick ones for you before we jump into our review. And on our review this morning, taking a critical look at lateness. Now, this is off the back of what happened to Kiddy last week when he arrived at a radio station late for an interview. And it turned into something very murky and quite sad, an embarrassing situation that he found himself in. We'll be looking at lateness, and this is not only for musicians or celebrities. It cuts across to resource persons when they have appointment to various places, okay? And our guests will join us for us to have a detailed discussion. You can also be part of that conversation. But anyway, let's find out the stories that's trending this morning. So, the government, through the Ministry of Interior, has declared Monday, May 25th, 2020 as a public holiday and should be observed as such through the country. Now, the holiday is to mark Eid al-Fitr celebrations by Muslims across the globe. Now, and right here on Prime Morning, we'll be bringing you a best Eid celebration on Monday, so do well to stay tuned. So now, Sister Ifya is back in the news also. Now, she's lashed out at many Ghanaians for not supporting her latest song, Street, as compared to the recent diss song to a fellow female artist. Now, according to her, Street, which was released on Tuesday, hasn't gained much attention. But if she had released a diss song, she says that case would have been different. Now, she tweeted, "As I drop correct song, dear, wait no be this. Nobody they make noise about them. Make her drop some hardcore rap right now. You people go day my timeline top, they talk plenty." Now, quite interesting. He says, you do like songs that are necessarily not you do not like songs which I release, but songs that are not beef or songs that are beefs, you definitely go hard at those ones, she reclaimed. Anyway, so that's what Sister Ifya is saying, and I think she's got some elements of truth there. People are much more lined, towards songs that generate a lot of controversy, but when you drop other songs, nobody really talks about it. But anyway, I apologize for the read on the tweet there. I didn't quite catch it as easy as it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's move on to other stories. Also, still on the females, Captain Planet of 4x4 also made a statement, says Ghanaian musicians are not doing well, especially the ladies, if they invest more time in doing diss songs as opposed to recording correct music. And he made this also on Hits FM recently when he was interviewed by Andy Dorsey. Well, still talking music on this Friday here on What's Trending. So, Sister Deborah has thrown shade at Fela McAfee. Now, she calls her a trader. Well, this was in response to a tweet by a person who claimed on Twitter that Sister Debbie didn't know, didn't know she was a singer until her beef with Fela McAfee came on. Now, responding to the tweet, she wrote, "When you're too dumb to realize #sweet eggs push traders to try and make music." The shade still continues among the females in their industry. Let's move on to our next story. So now, switching over to Funny Face as he drops a video of himself dancing with Calibus. Now, you do recall the two have had issues, right? So Funny Face has posted a video of him and Calibus dancing to a Jama session. Now, he explained in the video that it's a form of, it's from an unreleased video which was shot in a movie last year and aimed at bringing Ghana and Nigeria together. We've got that video for you here. There you have it, when friends were friends, right? Anyway, also Funny Face and Nigerian actor Mike Izronye shared a video from the same movie that has gotten people talking. Now, in this video, Funny Face is seen complimenting Jackie Appiah, who plays his wife. Then Funny Face then forgets his lines after a kiss from Jackie Appiah.
Before anybody eats, I need to tell my graduate wife first. She deserves the best in life. No. Graduates eat before normal people eat. No. Maybe today I'm going to serve you. You know you deserve the best in life. No. Oh my God. Jackie.
There, and he did forget his lines. I'm sure if we're all in the same soup, we will lose a bit of concentration, right? Well, we're tasking MFA to do that on the set. Maybe Danan and I just might forget our lines again. Anyway, that's just on the side. Let's move on to other stories. So, I can live without sex, but not with music. And guess who's saying that? Camido. So, Camido has revealed that he can live without having sex in his life, but can't go a day without his computer and music. Strange analysis. Now, according to him, he would like to do music forever because it is the only true thing he loves. And his daily life is all about music, and that he never had the time to experience things like date nights and with any of his previous partners in his relationship. Here's a video for you.
Live without in a day from favorite food. Sex, I can live without sex, definitely. What can I live? Yeah, I'm guessing that it's just music. Like, okay, so a day, I cannot leave a day without turning on my computer to like do something musical. I do something musical every day. I haven't there's no day that went by. You know, even if I try to take a break, I'm still like recording something on my phone. It's just music that I can't do without. I think it's the music.
Maybe I should be asking you, what can you not live without as well? Tell us on social media right now. Let me know, what is that one thing that you can't live without? If I ask myself, I'll save that for later. But anyway, Queen's is coming up next with Prime Sports. Queen Star.
Yes,
what
Jay.
is that one thing that you can't live without?
The one thing I can't live without.
Yeah?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Well, that's
but
on the
then
rather...
probably, yeah, my phone.
Yam.
My phone.
Your phone. I thought you said your yam. Okay.
Yeah, my phone. Okay.
Well,
yeah, my phone.
Okay, interesting. I think I'm putting that question to you out there. And that's a wrap this morning for us. Before you go, so Kwesi Arthur, the only Ghanaian who performed at the Billboard's stay-at-home concerts together with the likes of Davido, Wizkid, and many others. Well, here's how Kwesi Arthur did it for Ghana.
Everyone, this is Kwesi Arthur from Tema, inside Ghana, West Africa. And the song I'm about to do is called Kill My Spirit. Yanko. What should they live for and take on you? Why you they worry so much? Akonia bae, dini baby. What you dey search for? I dey need some money, little peace of mind. I guess happiness in me. Love is what you see. Do Miami, di. So
Hello, I'm Queen Stage Japan, and it's time for Prime Sports. Today, you're going to be talking about Gordon Atram, who is the former coach of Akaryotes Olympics, president of the Ghana Football Association, Keto Kraku, former Kotoko coach Malik Jaber, and more. Former head coach of Akaryotes Olympics, Gordon Atram, has not ruled out the possibility of returning to the dugout for the Dade boys. In his recent interview, he explained that his current position as Black Stars B assistant coach would not permit him to pick up a full-time job at the club.
I never turned my back on Olympics. I remember when this season started, I had a call from them. Mr. Commodore called me several times. He told me that, hey, we have a coach, he has left. We have another coach coming. Would you like to work with him? And then everything, I said, oh no, I am very busy right now. The academy is there, and then I'm also now a national coach.
Yeah.
So I can work from behind for you. If a technical director or something, I can do it for you. So I've been talking to the coaches. Right now is Coach Anowaka is the one who is heading Great Olympics. I talk to him each and every day on ideas, what they have to do sometimes. And then I also speak to Mr. Commodore each and every day regarding the club, as well as Mr. Amaka Amatefield. I will help the club.
You will go back to coach Olympics
since they if only they believe in my planning, because it's all about planning. It's all about planning, Nat. If you don't plan, you will never succeed. And that's the problem that Olympics we are facing.
So that was former Great Olympics coach Gordon Atram, and he says that the background support he gives the current coach Anna Walker is enough for now. Still on Ghana football, the GFA president Keto Kraku has finally disclosed the reason why coach Kwesi Appiah's contract was not renewed.
First of all, the tenure of the then coach had ended. The council met and took a decision that we believe is in the best interest of the country. We decided not to re-engage and look for a new start altogether. I think that decision was unanimously adopted at the Congress of the Council.
The FA president also slammed coach Kwesi Appiah for making public his salary dispute with the association.
It's unfortunate, honestly speaking. I would not want the FA, and for that matter, the government, to come into the public space in that manner. Indeed, we initiated the processes, and everybody know, including Kwesi Appiah, know the processes that are involved. He knows, and we all know, that the FA engaged him, but the FA doesn't pay his salaries. Okay, the Ministry of Youth and Sports are responsible for payment of salaries of our national team coaches, and they do it via the sponsorship from GNPC. So it's a bit of like a triangle, so to say. So there are processes that one has to go through. At times it does end quickly, at times it does delay. It's unfortunate that he went public, but it is his singular prerogative. And let me say that it's not only Kwesi Appiah who is old, okay? Stephen Appiah is old. Richard Ole Kingston is old. Avram Grant was old, but it's been cleared. It's most unfortunate, honestly speaking. I would not want.
Coach Kresia Pierre's second stint with the Black Stars lasted for 2.5 years and was replaced by his assistant coach C.K. Akono. Now, former Asante Kotoko coach Malik Jabel feels disrespected after missing out on the vacant Ghana Football Association technical director position. The 75-year-old applied for the job, hoping to succeed Francis Otia Kenten, whose tenure expired last month. However, Jabel did not make the final shortlist. GFA announced shortlisting for interviews 3 Ghanaians and 3 expatriates from the applications received. The interview process has since been completed, with the GFA expected to announce the successful candidates anytime soon. Jabel said among the candidates who applied for the job, he's the most experienced, but the FA's insistence on educational credentials as a requirement meant that he was snubbed. Now into the English Premier League, Chelsea star N'Golo Kante has finally joined the league of footballers who drive around in lavish cars. The Frenchman used to drive an inexpensive Mini Cooper, but has now swapped it for a new Mercedes. Kante had been driving a £20,000 Mini Cooper since he arrived at Leicester City in the summer of 2015. Interestingly, the 29-year-old midfielder continued to drive the Mini after making a big money move to Premier League giant Chelsea. Kante arrived for Chelsea's training driving a new Mercedes following the coronavirus break. The midfielder is widely regarded as one of the most humble footballers around, with his infectious smile and personality endearing him to many fans. The Bundesliga is back, and here are some weekend fixtures. We have Hertha BSC versus Union Berlin, Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Leverkusen, Freiburg versus Werder Bremen, Paderborn versus Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg will play against Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich will face Eintracht Frankfurt, Schalke 04 will play against Augsburg, Mainz 05 versus Rasenballsport Leipzig, and Cologne versus Fortuna Düsseldorf. As it stands now in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich are top of the league log, whilst SC Paderborn are bottom on the league log with 17 points. So that's all for sports, and when we return, beyond the headlines.
Bake it! It's originally gotta take it. Macberry, bake with love. Macberry, original. Macberry, see we love it, everybody love it. Mama and Papa, them love it. Macberry be the biscuit, bean be the picking them secret. Macberry be the biscuit, and they give everybody when they visit me. Macberry, originally baked with love. Macberry, baked with love. Macberry, original. Macberry, baked with love. Macberry, original. Macberry, originally baked with love.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Cerelac Biscuity, the new baby cereal from Cerelac, with a great new biscuity taste that babies absolutely love. And of course, it's fortified with iron to support babies' healthy growth, just like all the other nutritious Cerelac flavors. Cerelac, big nutrition for small tummies.
Unlock banking with biometrics. Now, you can access the ABSA mobile banking app using your fingerprint or facial recognition. Download today. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
To all our emergency doctors, you never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of the Gucci, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami. That's all we can say.
Joy Prime, Hits FM, and the Multimedia Group Limited says thank you. Ayiko. Yenda masalimu juma pa amoye. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Money, money, that you are we sing thank you. Thank you, military officials. We're saying thank you, our policemen. We're saying thank you for standing on the front line through this pandemic. We're saying thank you, our drivers and our farmers, our market women. We're seeing what you're doing. Are you go, ambulance services. Money, yo. Our gratitude is a constant reminder to all of those who are making a difference to change the world, a difference to heal the land, a difference to give us lives, and a difference to hold the line. We're saying thank you. We say thank you to our media in Ghana, other health workers, sanitation workers, researchers, and everyone holding the line for a better Ghana. Frontliners, we say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation.
Still live on Prime Morning. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. Our guest this morning, Pius Enam Hajide. He's Deputy Minister for Information. Like I said earlier, we'll also be joined by Kwabena Minta-Kanda, Member of Parliament for Dwaboso. He's also the ranking member on Parliament's Health Committee. That means he's the lead minority member on Parliament's Health Committee. Mr. Hajide, good morning.
Daniel, good morning.
Good to see you today.
Yes, good to see you too.
Yeah, I like your smoke. It's happening, fam. I hear smoke is a presidential look nowadays.
Oh, is it?
Are there any intentions down the line?
Well, of course. The intention is to promote the Made in Ghana concept.
I'm talking about presidential intention first.
Oh, no. Presidential intention for who?
Because it's a presidential look.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, my brother. we are far away from that one. We are happy to serve our country now as Deputy Minister. But I think that we are under injunction from His Excellency the President to promote made in Ghana the products, you'll notice that he has made it a point to wear his beautiful African print even in his broadcast on COVID-19. It's because we know that there's a lot of attention and focus on Ghana. A lot of countries are monitoring what we do and say, especially within the COVID-19 era. And therefore, he has seized the opportunity to also promote the Wear Ghana concept. And so you will notice that more and more of government appointees, ministers, deputy ministers
are towing the line.
Are towing after
okay.
the...
The next one I see wearing a suit, I'll carry him.
No, he will wear suits from time to time.
No, I was talking about the government officials. The next government official I meet wearing a suit. He's not being presidential. Anyway, the Chronicle newspaper is where we'll begin. NDC rejects NIA-EC explanations. And you can imagine, yesterday, the NDC mounted a podium again. Elvis Efri Ankra, director of elections for the party, mounting a spirited move, again, laying those allegations that, first of all, there's a grand scheme going on between government, the EC, and the NIA to ensure that the NPP wins the upcoming elections. And by that, they are excluding the use of voter ID cards in registering for the Ghana card. Mr. Hajide, is there a grand scheme?
Thank you very much, Daniel. I think that the NDC yesterday only sought to rehash their old discredited story. You recall that a few days ago, the NDC organized a press conference to say the same things that they essentially said yesterday. They got no traction. The people of Ghana did not pay any attention to them. And so they sought to rehash and get back onto the space again. I think that the people of Ghana are speaking to the NDC. The earlier they listen, the better. People are tired of this whining and this bitterness that has characterized the outlook of the NDC ever since the appointment of the new chairperson of the Electoral Commission and some of her other colleagues. The NDC feels too bitter about the unfortunate incidences that surrounded the going out of the former Electoral Commissioner. I do not know what relationship existed between Madame Charlotte and the NDC. It looks like her going, they are not taking kindly to it. So even before Madame Charlotte and her team took over officially, the NDC already went on record. It's there, published material, both from the national chairman and so on, that they were not going to allow them to have a peace of mind. And they have been consistent.
Did they say they are not going to allow them to have a peace of mind?
Yes. Well, I'm not quoting, I'm paraphrasing. But you recall the matters that are in court, the famous recording of the national chairman of the NDC, Mr. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo and all.
An alleged recording. He denies that it's him.
Well, I mean, it will play out. I mean, we know, we've heard the voices and all. So, I mean, an alleged recording, I can grant him that. But we know this was confirmed by a national officer who was in the meeting, the deputy communications officer.
So the deputy communications.
Yes, he confirmed that he was in the meeting and that the chairman really said those things.
He later came and did a U-turn in the court proceedings. He's now on Mr. Fosampofu's side in the court proceedings.
Also, he told a lie.
He's done a U-turn.
Well, also these are the caliber of people who are seeking to lead this country. The people who will tell us lies and approbate and reprobate and talk from the both sides of their mouth on issues like this. Well, this is news to me, but I'm not surprised. That's the attitude that we see being displayed right now. So you see, I'm careful not to sound as though I am speaking for the Electoral Commission, because we do not speak for the Electoral Commission. What I know is that the Constitution enjoins us to support the Electoral Commission because they are the independent state organization charged with the mandate of managing our elections. Political parties are stakeholders, without doubt. Civil society groups, even the media, you are stakeholders, okay? So stakeholders are free to make their voices heard and also to lobby their positions and advocate what they feel can be or cannot be. But at the end of the day, you must leave the decision to the Electoral Commission to take. And our history has been replete with a lot of examples. For instance, in 2016, you recall that the NPP wanted a new register. They strongly advocated for that position. They provided evidence that the Ghana electoral roll was compromised, we did a comparison with the electoral roll, for instance, of our neighboring country, Togo. And we found a lot of persons replicated on the two rolls. And that should be a cause of worry.
Evidence that was not independently verified, I must
Absolutely, we provided that. I mean, if anybody sought to verify it, was their problem, but we provided that kind of evidence. The point I'm making is that we strongly advocated our position that the electoral roll was compromised and that there was a need to change. We even went to court. We organized public fora. We organized even some demonstration. You recall the Let My Vote Count demonstration that led to one person losing his eye, unfortunately died later. We did what we could to advance the cause and to advocate the position. But the Electoral Commission stood their grounds and said that no, at the time, there was no basis in their view to change the register. The MPP succumbed and listened to the Electoral Commission. The NDC can lobby, and they have lobbied their position. They have gone on demonstrations. They have done press conferences. They have done public fora. At the end of the day, the constitutional position, just like happened in 2016, is that the Electoral Commission should take a decision.
But you see,
when they are now promising in their last press conference that they will not allow the Electoral Commission and that they will disrupt the system, they are promising chaos. I think that is, first of all, undemocratic.
Promising chaos. Let's be factual, Mr. Hajide. They are saying that what the EC is doing will foment chaos. They are not promising to be harbingers of chaos.
So who is going to bring the chaos?
They are saying that it is because people will be disenfranchised that chaos is foreboding. That's according to the reading I've done on the issue. That's what has been said.
No, but why are they saying that people will be disenfranchised?
Okay, so the facts of the case as they are that people cannot use their voter's ID card to register for NIA cards.
Yes.
Now, the Ghana card is what will be used for voter registration. And so the position of the NDC is that if people are not allowed to use their voter ID cards to get NIA cards, they'll be disenfranchised. And that is what they have been, so allow for the inclusion of the voter ID card. Isn't it a simple
No, it's too, yeah, you're right. It's simplistic. It's simplistic logic. It should be discarded.
Why
in the first place. What was the base document, the breeder document for the voter ID card that the people now hold? Did they have a voter ID card before? There was a first voter ID card, right?
Yes.
What was used for that one?
Of course, there were different documents.
Absolutely. So there are several things that can be done. And they proceed as though it is only the voter ID card that can be used. Passports, for instance, can be used.
How many Ghanaians have passports?
I'm saying,
only
for instance,
2 million.
Yes,
2 million Ghanaians have passports.
They do have passports.
Yeah, and there are 17 million people who are eligible to vote.
And Daniel, you don't actually even need a passport. You don't actually even need a voter ID card to register. You don't. You need two people who can vouch for you. To vouch that you are indeed a Ghanaian and resident and that you've conformed to the regulations under which you can register. That's why I went back and said, these documents that we are speaking of, for instance, the voter ID card, the first one, how did you get it? Which document did we use at the time? And what problems did it cause us? Even the old law, you could only vouch for 5 people. The new law says that you can actually vouch for 10 people. So there's a movement forward. You understand what I'm saying?
But the people who are vouching for you also need some form of identification to do the vouching.
Yes. But that is the whole point about gathering data as sensitive as our electoral rule. It is that the principle is that it must meet some really very high standards.
Okay.
It's not, we are talking about the fundamental right of choice of the people of Ghana. It must be protected. The process must be robust and it must be watertight. We do not want, for instance, our colleagues in Nigeria, our colleagues in Togo, to come and elect our members of parliament and our presidents for us. Would you want that, Daniel?
No.
So we must have a robust system in place. And for me, look, let's face it, I do not know anywhere across this country that you cannot find people with the initial breeder document, the base documents, that can get them registered and then subsequently vouch for others. I do not know of any. I do not know. Unless that people know that they have an agenda to get people into the electoral roll that people will be hesitant to vouch for. You understand? Because, Daniel, even
Are
if
you
you
saying
didn't
that's
have
the NDC's agenda?
I'm saying that unless, because I've been thinking, Daniel, I think that if people you ask around right now, people should vouch for you, we'll get hundreds and thousands of people prepared to vouch for you. Because we know you. We have lived with you. We know you. But if you bring somebody from Togo, everybody will be hesitant to vouch for the person. Or you bring somebody from Nigeria or America or UK, people will be hesitant to vouch for the person. If that is their concern, let them advocate it.
Okay.
But this thing about shifting goalposts, today they say, oh, the register is not compromised. We can use it, even members of the last electoral commission, the Madame Charlotte electoral commission, themselves confessed. You recall the things that Madame Charlotte said, for instance, about Amadou Soule transferring some votes without authorization and illegally and so on and so forth.
Okay.
You recall all of those. All these having been said and done, the XTL, who are the managers of the voter biometric management system, the system that underpins the whole of the electoral management in Ghana, they themselves have said that their equipments are end of life. They have been writing to the Electoral Commission from 2014, 2015, thereabout, reminding the Electoral Commissioner consistently that their machines have come to end of life. So how it will be irresponsible, in fact, for the Electoral Commission to want to rely on that same system.
But you see, Mr. Hajide, this question about equipment and data, you have collected data. The data is not the equipment. So why do you need a new voter register to go with the new equipment? You can simply change the machine and keep the people's information.
You are talking about data transfer, but data losses occur during the process of data transfer.
What's the percentage of data losses that can occur?
Even
here? Has
if
that
it were,
been quantified?
even if it were 1%, it's critical. We have been in countries, we have conducted elections in this country, presidential elections that have gone to round 3. The last time Nana Akufo-Addo lost in 2008.
That was 2008 against President Mills.
Marginally, about 48,000 votes.
In fact, in the second constituency, Nana Akufo-Addo needed 16,000 votes to go beyond the 50%.
To win. We won in the first round, we won in the second round.
No, the second round is when President Akufo-Addo lost, and then they had to go to time because that election had not been finished yet.
So with less than 40,000 votes in one constituency in time, so if there is going to be data losses during the transmission period, it is something that should be a cause of concern. But in any case, Daniel, there will be registration anyways. You are aware that we are estimating that there are some 1.5 million persons who have now gotten to voting age. Those ones, as a matter of right, they need to be registered.
That's where registration will go on, but it doesn't call for a new register.
But I'm saying that we don't have this concept of a new and an old register is neither here nor there. There's nothing like an old register, because there will be an addition of 1.5 million people. So whether we like it or not, we will get a new register.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We will get a new register, whichever way.
That's fair.
And we are saying that, look, the cost of repairing, if you may, now I want people to understand, so I'm going to use the word repairing. The NDC is proposing that, well, the register may have problems, but we can repair it. I'm choosing the word so to create effect, that we can repair the register. The Electoral Commission has published data to the fact that the cost of that maintenance, that repair works, is very close to the cost of getting a new voter register with improved qualities, such as facial recognition.
What's the cost? Give us a number.
Well, I don't recall the figures on the top of my head. Like I'm saying, I've restrained myself from attempting to, otherwise you sound as though you're speaking for the Electoral Commission. I am confident that the Electoral Commission has capacity to speak for itself, because our position as MPP is this, that so-called old register, new register, we are winning the election on the record of our performance in government.
Okay. Mr. Hajide, let's move to another issue. And of course, let me just inform you that Kwabena Mintah Akando, who is ranking member for the Health Committee of Parliament, member of Parliament for Joaboso, agreed to come, and he will be joining us very, very shortly.
Well, he won't come.
They
don't have anything to say.
Oh, he will come. He will come. I have belief in Mr. Akando. Let's move to the COVID-19 alleviation program business support scheme. The Daily Graphic front page says that 24 hours after stimulus package, 8,000 have applied for loans Walk us through it. Okay, what do we have to do to get the loan? And what category of persons? Can you educate us on that?
Well, thank you. First of all, I'd like to commend His Excellency the President for the vision. This is a president that is leading us from the front. He has shown compassion. He has shown an understanding of the plight of the people of Ghana at the moment. You compare the reaction of this government to reactions of earlier governments when we had crisis. You will notice that this government is far more responsible, is far more responsive than previous administrations. And we have had some terrible disasters in this country. We can talk about the cholera outbreak in Accra, not Ghana, or just in Accra. That killed about 200 people. We don't know what the interventions were. The Doomsaw, 4 years prolonged power outages cost individuals and companies a great deal of money. Lives were lost. We do not know what happened. Even the June 3rd, the fire and flood disaster at Circle. You notice...
Was the fire the government's fault?
No, it's not. But is Corona the government's fault? Or is Corona or is the Doomsaw the government's fault? Yes, of course, Doomsaw was the government's fault because that one was homemade.
That's your position.
No,
that
that's
Doomsaw
everybody
was the
knows that.
fault.
Yeah, there was no money. The government didn't have money to buy fuel to power the plants. So, and the Deputy Minister of Energy is on record. Joy FM reported it.
Does this government have money to buy fuel?
Well, we are buying fuel. The lights are on. The lights are on.
I didn't have power in my home.
I mean, from time to time, we have intermittent power outages due to technical hitches and all that. But when we talk about Doomsaw, we are talking about sustained power outages because we cannot buy power. So, under the NDC, by this morning, we would have been hearing the gen sets would have been blasting, would have been costing your boss, the owner of multimedia, a lot of Kosichum, cost Kosichum a lot of money. Okay, your salary and your allowances would have been affected. And Nana Akufo-Addo, the lights are on. But I'm saying that when the fire and flood disaster happened, I'm saying that monies that were to have been paid to the victims of the twin disasters in Circle here, Nana Akufo-Addo paid it recently. So when we are talking about a government's reaction to a disaster, I think that this government has proven to be far, far more responsible and responsive than previous governments.
An argument has been made, since you raised that point, an argument has been made that you are comparing apples with oranges when you look at coronavirus and, for instance, something like Doomsaw. Because with coronavirus, for instance, money was left in the stabilization fund by the previous government. As of 2016, when the NDC government was leaving power, there were monies lodged in there. Those savings were made by the previous government so that these interventions can be made.
It's a very laughable suggestion.
How so?
My brother, government's basket of revenue is several, including taxes, including grants, including loans and so on and so forth. It hasn't changed from the NPP and the NDC. We have all had the same basket of revenue, okay? And this thing about the Stabilization and Heritage Fund, I'll come into it and we will tell you the history of the basis by Kufuor's regime, how many stakeholder consultations were held to be able to do the Heritage Fund and the Stabilization Fund. It was a project that our colleagues inherited. But the point I'm making is that if we say we are...
Let me tell you why it is different. Ken Ofori-Atta, as finance minister, did not make savings into the contingency fund. This contingency fund could have been able to alleviate some of the hardships.
No, he made.
How much?
Oh, no, I can't give you. He made.
No.
He made. But the whole concept of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund is that a certain percentage of our oil revenue... I haven't
referred to Heritage and Stabilization.
Okay.
I'm talking about the contingency fund.
Okay.
Yes. Right. And if you read the civil society platform on oil and gas, that's...
I thought you said stabilization.
No, not... I understand as funds flow into those.
Okay.
So, sorry for the confusion. Right. But for the contingency funds, those savings were not made. If, for instance, those savings had been made in, they would have had some money now. Which is why I'm saying that it is always down to a choice of a government. Well, but that's the arguments that the NDC has.
I'm saying that it's not a point at all. So is the NDC's positioning now that because they didn't respond to the plight of the people of Ghana because they didn't have money? Is that the point?
Mr. Hajide,
no, is that the point?
Since you are asking the NDC a question, our friend from the NDC has joined us, Kwabena Mintakando. When you come back, you join us on set and he will answer the questions the NDC has.
But he came late, even in opposition.
all are emergency doctors. You never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of the Gucci, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really, really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami, that's all we can say.
A conversation is already heating up, and the cameras were not even on. Cameraman Kando, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Yes, as Mr. Hajide is reminding us repeatedly.
I never knew my own brother and a colleague. We all are in UCC. We all in UCC House of Parliament together. At a point in time, he was the majority leader.
Yes.
Majority now was the speaker.
Oh, okay.
And today he is describing us the late. What I'm sitting right by him.
No, I mean you came late.
Anyway, I apologize for coming late, and I don't think the explanations are important. So I apologize.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's move on. So we have touched on the NDC's position on the EC register. We'll give you 2 minutes to just go through that quickly.
Just be fair to the viewers, so that they can get the benefit of both sides.
We have been very fair to the viewers.
Yes,
this is an issue that we have discussed over and over, but we want you to
I think there's
capture
a latest twist to it about the debate on the CI. And I hope you captured that one as well.
On the constitutional instrument.
Yes.
That's why we brought you in here.
Okay.
So in 2 minutes, let's just touch on that quickly. Then we go back to the coronavirus alleviation program. So yesterday there was a news conference. The CI, you say, is defective. Why?
Yeah, thank you very much. And you see, for me, and I have had this position long ago, that immediately the NPP took office, they had a grand scheme in place to rig the subsequent elections because they didn't believe that they genuinely won the 2016 elections. So they started putting in place a lot of schemes. And the first scheme was to get out Charlotte Osei. And I consistently made this point, and people were arguing with me, oh, this is a democratically elected government, Nana Addo will not do that. For me, as I sit here, there's absolutely nothing that you tell me Nana Addo will do, and I will say he cannot do. Nothing, because for me, he has done the unthinkable. And so,
did he remove Charlotte Osei?
Yeah, he did. He did. You can
Charlotte
describe
Osei was removed by a judicial process. There was a petition against her.
Let us not dive.
There were allegations of corruption.
As you sit here,
you are being fact-checked.
Please.
There were allegations. Is it unfair to say that it is President Akufo-Addo who? Is it fair to say it's President Akufo-Addo who arbitrarily removed an Article 72 office holder?
As you sit here, if your employer wants reasons to sack you, to fire you, within 24 hours, he can get it.
But President Akufo-Addo is not here.
I'm saying that there are people in public offices who have, breached the Procurement Act, a grievous once done what we were believed what we were made to believe that happened under Charlotte Osei.
So
you understand? But please. There have even been several petitions against the former Chief Justice that never saw the light of day. So please, let's not go there. As for petitions, there were 1,001 of them, but none even saw the light of day. And I can mention the petitioners, some of the names of the petitioners.
Let's move on.
So let's move on. So now we are at where we are. Whether or not to compile a new register. Now we all know that number one, the EC boss herself admitted under oath that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the current register. That the current register is good enough under oath. Okay? And you and I saw that this register brought Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo into office as the President of the Republic of Ghana, and they claimed they won over 1 million difference. The 275 members of parliament were elected by this register. The newly created regions were based on this register. The assembly members that just ended district assembly elections were also based on this register. So are you saying that all these processes, all this while, the register was not credible? And in fact, that was answered by the EC boss herself.
Where?
In Parliament. That the register, and I quoted, the register is good enough. Okay. Now, let me move on to the issues about how
the NIA card.
Yes, the NIA
and
card
and
and
the
the,
voter
the
card.
requirement for the registration. Now, in any, democratic dispensation or jurisdiction, when you are seeking to compile a register for people to exercise their franchise, you look for a common document, the document that most of the people can access as requirement, so that you can, as much as possible, include a lot of people, if not all. You understand? If you look at all the documents as requirement for the registration, for the new register they are seeking to do, what you can conclusively pinpoint is that the voter ID card is the commonest that you have a lot of Ghanaians possessing. If you talk about the passport, I can tell you not more than 2 million people have passports in this country. You understand? If you come to my constituency, for example, you cannot get, in my constituency, we have more than 50,000 eligible voters. And I can tell you that you cannot get more than 1,000 people who possess passport.
It's fact.
And
only
this is
about 2 million
and
passports.
these are the requirements the EC is telling us to produce.
But you can also vouch for people.
You see, and that aspect is supposed to be for a very small percentage of people. It should not be the main requirement. And even in the process of vouching for the people, you have to go to the Commissioner of Oath. For example, if you come to my constituency, okay, I can count, I think about 2 or 1 person as a Commissioner of Oath in the whole district. And people travel not less than 20 miles away to access the district capital to be able to get such documents.
On the part of the Commissioner of Oaths, the National Identification Authority, it is in their law that they added it for when you are vouching for someone. And indeed, they have gone to the judicial service to train and pay a large number of commissioners of vote. I think the number is now 13.
Why is it that
they go
the
around
question,
the country
we need this question to be answered. Why is it that we have a voter register that the Supreme Court has, ruled that anybody possessing the voter ID card is a Ghanaian simpliciter? But Abu Ramadan case. So why are we refusing to recognize the voter ID card as a requirement for the new registration? What it means is that tomorrow, this same registration or this same card we are going to get, tomorrow when there's going to be a new compilation of register, we are not going to recognize this one.
But that's what the law says. The law that was passed in your parliament in 2017, the NIA's law. That's the cards that will be accepted by the NIA.
Please, the NIA is different from a voter register.
The link has been made, and if I may, the link has been made because the NIA cards are accepted.
Yes, I agree. So, you see, the fact that, the procedure or the requirement for the NIA can be different. And you see, we raised these issues. During the registration, the Ghana card registration, we raised those issues. And the Electoral Commission again came out to tell us that they were not going to use the NIA card for the registration. And they indicated, yes.
May I respond?
No, you will come. And they indicated, as at the time,
I thought that was the host. No, your answer was no.
Allow them.
As at the time, they indicated that indeed we were going to use the voter's ID card. You understand? Now they brought the CI. And when they brought it, we rejected it 3 times. 3 good times. Because they were in the HISC and they had a motive. You understand? First, the provision they were seeking to amend was not part of the new one they were coming to lay. Okay. And in Parliament, you see, when you lay a CI, normally, you cannot do anything apart from raising a motion to debate and reject. You cannot even amend after laying. So, because Parliament...
Wrap up for me in 30 seconds.
No time, so don't do the lecture.
Let's get the response.
Which response?
To what you have said for me.
No. Let me land on this one.
No,
this is very
wrap
important
up for me.
Okay,
Let
me land on this one. And so, when you lay the CI, you have to marshal about 2/3 of the members of Parliament to be able to reject that CI. And that's exactly the process, because I've heard, and sometimes I get shocked when you sit in meetings with people and they come out to say what you have not said. I heard my own colleague and friend, Patrick Boama, said that we, the members of parliament, we were all there when we agreed on that CI that was laid. Why did we agree on it? We never agreed on it. We raised these issues right from day one. And because we couldn't have amended it, they went ahead to lay it.
Okay.
And the procedure is that if you want to, amend or reject it, you can buy a motion for a debate.
Right.
And that's exactly what Ayariga is seeking to do.
Right.
So that misconception that we agreed on the news or the CI that has been laid and we are coming back to say otherwise is false.
Right. Mr. Kando, before I bring in Mr. Hajide, let me just catch viewers up to speed for the sake of those who may not have followed the issue. The main concern of the NDC now is what?
The main concern, one, we think that there's no need for new register because the register as we have now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with
That's
it.
number one.
That's number one. Number two, even if there's going to be a new register, we think that there's a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise a lot of Ghanaians.
In what way?
Because the requirement, the requirement for the new registration is very difficult to come by.
It does not include
and it does not include
an existing voter
ID card.
Okay. So, given these three issues, thank you very much, Mr. Kando. Given these three issues, Mr. Hajide, you hear your colleagues saying that there's a grand scheme to disenfranchise Ghanaians. Isn't it, like I said, a straightforward matter? Bring the old voter ID card. Let's use it for the registration.
But I'm saying that is not a decision for the MPP to make. And this thing about a grand scheme is a figment of their imagination. We don't need a grand scheme to win an election, not after our record in government. The NDC needs a grand scheme to win an election. They have a candidate that hasn't got traction to the point that nobody even wants to partner him.
At least we have a candidate. At least we have a candidate.
Yeah.
Where's the candidate?
Yeah.
Who's the candidate?
I'm saying that.
Allow him to finish. Allow him to finish.
You need time to market your candidate.
Allow him to finish.
You can't even find a running mate. Nobody wants to partner with me.
Let's stick to the issue.
You don't even have
Let's stick to the issue, Mr.
And you're asking.
Let's stick to the issue, Mr. Hajide.
Let me respond quickly. So it's a figment of their imagination, but quickly. See, I can appreciate the challenge that my brother has. That the register brought Nana Akufo-Addo, the register brought him. So we can't make a new register. My brother, we've been making new registers in this country. The old registers that we change, it doesn't presuppose that the earlier ones that produced presidents and MPs was, that election was not legitimate. If that logic was to hold, the register that we used to conduct the 1992 general elections will never have changed it. So that argument doesn't hold water. We change the registers from time to time, sometimes to add some better features to it. And we are being told that now better features are being added to the new register. So that argument doesn't hold water.
Okay.
We must trash it. Okay. Now, number two. Now we are saying that they are bringing and you are right, Daniel, you are very smart. You said that the law that they passed in 2012, the LI 2111.
Yeah. 2017,
okay.
the NIA.
No, 2012. When
there was one in 2012.
Yes, when they were in majority in parliament. When Mr. Kando was in majority in parliament in 2012.
You have a minute to
if you go to, I think, clause 7, H, the uses, and I'm talking about mandatory use of the national ID card. The law they passed. They said mandatory use of the national ID card, the Ghana card. If you go to J, registration of voters. They have listed a long list of things that you can use the Ghana card for.
17. It's
for registration of voters. So what the Electoral Commission is doing now is in fact consistent with the law that you passed. But because they have to find excuses, please wear your mask. Because they have to find excuses for the problems that do not exist but that they are creating, they are fishing. But they passed the law that allowed the Electoral Commission to use Ghana card for voter registration. Number two, it says that the CI was rejected 3 times. Oh, I thought that the Electoral Commission was in concert with the MPP, and the MPP was in majority in Parliament.
Oh, so you don't understand.
So if the CI can be rejected 3 times, reject it a 4th time, reject it a 5th time, reject it a 100th time. I thought that if you said that the Electoral Commission was in concert with the MPP, it meant that when the Electoral Commission brings something to the MPP-controlled Parliament, The thing will pass a line hook and sinker. Now, on this set, we have been told that the CI has been rejected 3 times. So what is the evidence of the collusion between the electoral commission?
Let's be wrapping up.
So I have said that.
We're wrapping up the program.
I have said.
We want to wrap up.
I have said that.
issue.
Look, the NDC keeps shifting their position. He said to you that they don't want a new register. Only God knows what is in the so-called old register that the NDC is intent on keeping. Only God knows. I don't know. But they said that they don't want a new register. So they will keep shifting the goalposts. Now, they have moved away from, they used to say that there was coronavirus. So there shouldn't be any register. Under coronavirus, Parliament is working. My brother works. Under coronavirus, the NDC national executives can meet and suspend members of their party.
Now, all of that is not equal to actually.
But under coronavirus, we need to. That's why I said to you that under coronavirus, and we'll come to the discussion about how do we live with the coronavirus, because we don't have a vaccine yet, we don't have a cure yet. So coronavirus is going to be with us for some time. You understand? So life must continue. Under coronavirus, 1.something million Ghanaian children who have now turned 18 have to be registered. So we are going to say that because there's coronavirus, we are going to deny the people of Ghana the right to vote and not register them.
Mr. Akando wanted to make a point on the CI.
Yes, I mean, I think that basically from his submission, he doesn't understand the procedure. And before I even go to that, he made a point that because we have been changing registers, it doesn't mean that the previous elections were not valid. You know, before you change a particular register, you need to convince Ghanaians what is wrong with that particular register. You understand? What you are adding on. Will he tell me what they are going to add on?
Facial recognition.
Facial recognition was even a part of the CI that they laid. It was not part in it. You see, the CI they brought was half a page. And that leads me to his interpretation of rejection. When I say rejection, that is what I was trying to explain, and you said that I should spare you that education or lecture. If I say there's a pre-laying procedure before the laying, in actual fact, they even did a kangaroo laying before coming to the pre-laying section. You understand? And so when they came to pre-laying, that was when we rejected it on 2 or 3 occasions. It is not, you see, I have already indicated.
What does rejected mean?
You see, when I say rejection here, it is at the committee level.
Okay. If you have, are there more members of the NDC?
No.
If you lay it, okay, you have to go and withdraw before it comes to the plenary for even discussion. So it had not gotten to the plenary to even take a vote on it. Do you understand that?
What was the concern?
Okay, the concerns were one, that you see we have a CI 91, okay, and they are seeking to amend the requirement in the CI 91. So it must be part of the new document you are coming to lay.
Okay, and because it wasn't
because it was with all these their competence, they didn't include it in the document they were coming to lay. That was the first one. When they came back after the correction, then they were supposed to add the CI 91 and then gazette it.
Okay.
They didn't do that one too, and we asked them to go back. So it was sort of a procedural
challenge.
All right. You understand?
All right.
And so I didn't mean to say that you took a vote and you won or you lost.
I want us to move from this issue.
We must clear some confusion in my senior colleague's head.
We must clear your own confusion. I sit on the subsidiary legislation. That's why I've been on the subsidiary legislation for last parliament. I was a member of the committee.
So I expected you to know more.
And so I expected
this
is exactly what happens. You don't know.
That's unfair.
Let's move from
this issue. Let's move on this.
And I'm explaining to you exactly what happened.
We have had ample.
You know the point that with their competence, small confusion. The NDC is confusing the MPP with the Electoral Commission. They're not the same.
Okay.
So if the Electoral Commission takes a CI to Parliament,
the Electoral Commission.
So if the Electoral Commission takes a CI to Parliament, I am surprised that my brother, who has been in Parliament for a long time, will think that is the MPP.
Okay.
I put it to you that any decision that the Electoral Commission takes is a full consultation with the MPP. I am telling you. I am scandalized. You have to be. I am scandalized.
Please. Let's respect my viewers.
I am scandalized. You have to be. I don't care. Honorable member of Parliament. I am scandalized.
And you see the kind of defense they
address the issue.
I am scandalized.
So what's the issue?
We are moving to the coronavirus allegation program.
Very good.
But that's what I
in
was
your
addressing.
absence, Mr. Hajide mentioned that the NDC did not show any such commitment to alleviating the pains of Ghanaians when they were in power. This is an argument that had been advanced by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President, when he said that comparing what was produced during Dumso, for instance, the relief produced during Dumso to this, there's a wide difference.
I'm here, so then if I may recap,
no,
just
I don't
briefly.
need to make the point.
I don't
You
need
made
to
the point.
recap.
Thank you.
You know,
you see,
He knows.
I struggle to understand why anybody would attempt to compare Dumso with the coronavirus, a disease, with a Dumso.
Jesus.
These are completely different issues altogether. That nobody should even attempt to equate the two.
Why not?
Okay, because one has to do, about one is a disease, and the other is there are issues of power. Okay, and even quite apart from that, because I've always refused to divert attention on that particular tangent, and I always refuse to accept that the NPP set an agenda for us to follow when there are serious issues that we have to address.
Is Daniel Dazi who is asking the question?
Good God.
Please.
You had all the
So
time
allow Daniel to answer
this kind of behavior is less expected of a deputy minister of your stature.
But you cannot misrepresent the facts.
With the greatest deal of respect, my brother.
But you can't represent the facts.
You have all the platforms in this country. This small one to you allow me to take
We will not allow you to misrepresent the facts.
Can you allow me so that after that you can go and do your press briefings and whatever? You allow me.
We have 3 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gentlemen.
And so I have always been refusing that attempt to divert attention into comparing, veering into partisan political promises and the attempt to campaign because people cannot go to the grounds to campaign. You understand? But even quite apart from that, there were a lot of assistance that His Excellency, the former president, gave during his tenure. Into the poultry industry, to the pharmaceutical industry, a lot of them, to the private universities, a lot of investment.
Can you name one?
That's what I'm saying, that they were the private...
Like a specific one?
That's what I'm saying, that in the pharmaceutical industry, His Excellency the President and the former regime gave them some kind of assistance. Money.
What assistance was that?
I'm telling money to be able to expand their businesses. I do not want to mention names of companies, but this is a fact, you can check. You understand? Private universities in this country were giving some kind of assistance.
Okay, I'm being told I have 2 minutes to wrap up the program, so I'll end with this point.
You see, that is why I always say that when there is a serious issue to discuss about coronavirus, they bring these tangential issues because they are not performing. My brother, there are serious issues as far as coronavirus is concerned. Number one, government is relaxing on contact tracing. Very, very, very pathetic.
You didn't even
as I speak to you now, only yesterday, the people doing the testing in Parliament walked to me and told me they have not been paid. Once government has come to Parliament and we are giving government so much money,
then I have to respond to this.
Then two, apart from the contact tracing, you heard about the issue of whether or not we have peaked and where we are at the moment. You understand? Look at the time they told us that we had peaked and look at the numbers now. What are we doing? Number three, they keep giving us records or data about number of recoveries. And there are questions they must answer. They themselves have told the people of this country that there are people who are asymptomatic. They don't show signs of the COVID. So it means that they are autoimmune. Okay? Yes, autoimmune. Yes, I will explain. They are very similar. What it means is that when somebody do not show signs, when somebody do not, let me clear this one. It's not laughable.
But I need to respond.
No, it's not laughable.
Like this.
No.
Let me clear.
But I need to respond.
Oh, my brother.
Mr. Hajide, just a moment.
You see, when somebody is not showing signs, but then he's carrying the virus, what it means is that automatically, without giving the person any medicine, the person will heal. That is what we call the autoimmune system.
Is it automatic that the person will test negative down the line without any medication?
Without any medication.
Okay.
Without any medication.
That's fine.
And so they need to tell us those who are critically ill and that government contributed in healing them.
Okay.
And they need to tell us those who are not showing signs.
Okay.
And automatically they got cured.
But thank you.
You understand? And so these are legitimate issues we need to address.
We need to
raise
some serious issues.
The issues about COVID are not done yet.
We can't let this continue. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Kando. Next time, come early so that we can deal with
Do
it.
you want to tell you the reasons why I was
Next time, come early.
Because
your mic is
you are
off.
partly.
Mr. Hajide, thank you so much. For
but I need to respond.
There'll be ample time for us to go into these issues.
There's a lot of
There'll be ample time for us to go into these
press
issues,
conference.
I assure you, but we can't finish this now. This has been Beyond the Headlines. Our guest, Pius Enam Hajide, Deputy Minister of Information, Kwabena Mensah Kando, Ranking Member on the Health Committee of Parliament. My name is Daniel Dazi. Up next, my brother, Jay Foley, brings us the entertainment review. Stay.
No training, no amount of preparation can get any professional ready for this kind of pandemic.
We feel safe because you know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
I want to say thank you to the first responders and the ambulance crew rushing to situations unknown.
The call center operatives who stay on the other end of the phone lines 24/7. Thank you.
To cleaners at the hospitals and in isolation centers. Today, your job is more dangerous than ever. Thank you, Akbenami.
We feel safe because we know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beats are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one can do it like you.
It's me.
Must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one can do it like you.
It's me, like no other. Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Show the world how good we are with our essays. Joy Learning Essay Club on Facebook offers junior high and senior high students an excellent opportunity to show the world how well they can write. In only 200 words, write on the topic for the month. How can Ghana make e-learning accessible to all? Your essay must have your name, your age, a contact number, and your school. Send us a direct message of your essay to Facebook at Joy Learning TV. Yes, on our Facebook page. Win the loudest applause from us and become an ambassador for Joy Learning. Remember, the deadline is Monday, 25th May 2020. Essay Club is brought to you by Joy Learning. Joy Learning, keep learning.
Joy Prime, Hits FM, and the Multimedia Group Limited says thank you. Ayiko. Yedamasenim wajumapa amoye. Frontliners yamawanamo. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Yamawanamo. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Money, money, echumabo. Money, we're saying thank you. Money, money, echumabo. We're saying thank you. Hey, to our nurses and doctors, we're saying thank you. all of those who are making a difference to change the world, a difference to heal the land, a difference to give us lives, and a difference to hold the line. Yeah. Monio, Monio, we're saying thank you. Monio, we say thank you to our media in Ghana, other health workers, sanitation workers, researchers, and everyone holding the line for a better Ghana. Frontliners, Yamawanamo, we say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Yamawanamo, we say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation.
So welcome back. You're still watching Prime Morning. Fantastic conversations earlier on there with Daniel. And so don't forget that the show is probably brought to you by Fan Milk, and Fan Milk is asking you to stay at home. And guess what? You can even order your Fan Milk to your home by just calling 0551 767676, and the order will be brought to your home. If you live in Accra, Kaswa, or in Tema, any of these surrounding areas, definitely they will definitely bring it to your home. If you also order more than 20 Ghana cedis, and definitely when they bring it to your home, you pay the charges on delivery. But anyway, stay at home with Fan Milk and enjoy amazing products and flavors from Fan Milk Ghana Limited. Now, let's move into our entertainment segment. And this morning, we want to talk about lateness of resource persons, celebrities, influencers, you name them, especially when they are called to, stations for interviews. And now this is off the back of what happened to Kiddy, Ghanaian musician Kiddy, recently when he was called to a radio station here in Accra for an interview, and he arrived about 25 minutes late into the show. However, the presenter on that show didn't take that lightly for the lateness, and because it had happened the second time, and called the interview off. Well, we've got a video for you. Let's play it. And when we come back, I'll introduce my guests, and then we can get into a deep conversation on this issue.
About 11:25, I cut just 35 minutes. Now you're pong. I feel now bedu. Na time many be interview. Because I said last time the same thing, and I apologize here, and I'm sure no problem, yanko. And the crowd share boss said the following day said they over and no put them man fine yes, but and then what's some and be our listeners, viewers will be a train Kiddy. They say almost show can be beach from way. Because I feel embarrassed. Maybe sure no, I don't joke.
I feel like I don't understand why you are attacking me like this.
Yes.
No, it's not nice. It's not very nice.
No, I have to do it because anytime I book interviews, nobody has done this to me before. My cameraman Winnie, he's the same cameraman that you came here the last time I heard the same thing. So he was even saying, why is this only with Kiddy? And I faces a problem and such challenge way. So maybe you should tell me why. Maybe say me who say
It's just fine. I just don't like the way I've been spoken to this morning.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I apologize for being late. Okay. That's good.
So thank you. Tiabusia for interview because I wouldn't.
So you just watch the video for yourself. If you don't understand the language being spoken, well, he was addressing the fact that Kiddy had come late for the show a second time, and he does not play with the show because it's a very big show. However, he will not take this indisciplined attitude from the artist. So that's a wrap. But now, my guest this morning on the show will be Kobe Che. He's a blogger, he's a social media influencer, as well as a publicist. And Dr. Pound is a broadcaster. It's also with multimedia, especially Hits 103.9 FM radio presenter, and they're my guests this morning. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Challenge.
Well,
it's been a minute. When was the last time?
Pause, we're around.
Well, Foley, I think this is a 50-50 issue. I mean, they are all my guys. Romeo is my guy, Kiddy is my guy. So as I saw the video, I was like, whoa, this is something else. We need to address it properly, else it will tend to be a big issue. Because, I mean, royalties are not working in this system. It's now that we are even doing a little bit of streaming and stuff like that, that the artists get a little money. Because most of, I mean, in certain places, you need to even pay for something. It happens, you understand what I mean? So, for me, my view is, the guy never spoke so well to Kiddy. It was not, because it has happened to us several times. Sometimes I do an artwork, right? I promote it, and later, maybe an hour to the show, or even prior to the show, somebody would tell me that, oh, I had an emergency, I wouldn't be able to come. It happens in life. In life, you won't get it so smoothly. Find a way to control damages when it happens. Sometimes you go and you find a way to go around it. I mean, the presenter is saying it's twice. There's a reason for it. You understand what I mean? So I'm not saying Kiddy was right to be late, or the presenter has the right to talk to him that way. Two wrongs will never make right.
Okay, let's divide it let's divide this issue. And I'm staying on you before I come to Kobe. The Kiddy's late arrival was a no-no. Yeah. That we agree with Nana Romeo. However, is it the statements he made on air post the lateness is what our concern is? Or is it the lateness of Kiddy?
I felt he wanted to do some video and send it out there. He was not aware that Kiddy was even around. So if you, I mean, really paid attention to the video, you realized that he was like, okay, he's here, then you let him come in so that I'll talk to him. You understand what I mean? So he wanted to do a video and send it out. He thought even he wasn't even around. But I mean, per 35 minutes, you can way around something to do with him within that 35 minutes. And then afterwards, you can say your mind or something. But I feel he never spoke so well to me, because the best way to do is, per me, I would say they should apologize to each other and then reschedule another interview. They have to do it again. They should apologize to each other.
Okay, all right. We'll be coming to that. There's more details in there. Kobe, let me also come to you. What do you make of the situation? And I want us to separate it. Firstly, let's look at Kiddy, the late arrival. Yes, that is wrong, or is it okay? And then let's look at what he said on air, what Romeo said on air to Kiddy.
Nice. Now, to start off, I mean, human nature, sometimes you're just prone to some of these things. But then again, let's look at Kiddy. Now, the presenter said that was the second time Kiddy was disappointing him with regards to time. Now, so Kiddy has an interview with Romeo. He arrives late. This should be an industry conversation. I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying this. I mean, some are saying they support Kiddy. What Kiddy did was right. What Romeo did was, I mean, everyone is saying. But first of all, I want to say that I like the composure of Kiddy.
Okay.
How he composed himself when this whole banter, this whole humiliation was going on. But let's stick to the lateness. I think that in our parts of the world where we find ourselves, we shouldn't, Mr. Foley, we shouldn't encourage some of these things. And we should just say it point blank.
So Romeo was right to address the lateness?
Yes, to address the lateness. Because I'm not sure if Kiddy should go to the States or UK to go for BBC Extra interview. I mean, there are traffic everywhere. There are traffic in London. You have traveled. You have traveled. And, I mean, traffic happens all the time. You understand? And so it is always right to set off early. Your producer gave me 7:40. I got here 7 a.m. waiting in a car. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes you even comfortable. It makes you even prepare for the interview. You understand? So let's condemn that act. That fine. I mean, and like I said, it was the second time. So lateness, and it for me, I'm just sad that they use Kiddy as a scapegoat. It should have just happened to anyone because Kiddy is a big brand. But Kiddy, but this has served as a deterrent to a lot of people with this lateness thing. I interviewed someone last week and the person got that oil. I asked why. Was Kiddy in Tino, so this thing has come to shaping the industry with regards to artists and their approach.
Nobody encourages lateness. But it
so
is
the statement from Romeo.
What makes all this?
No, let me make a point here.
Okay.
No, let me land so that at least you.
No, I'm just chipping in something so you're going.
Okay.
I think we need to hear the other side of Kiddy. For him being late.
Yes.
Whether it was traffic.
No, he said traffic.
He said traffic.
Yes,
he said traffic,
yes.
right? Well, if it's traffic.
Yes.
It's one way or the
What
other.
makes this very difficult to either be on one side or the other is the response of Romeo post the lateness, because that is what has made all this thing go viral. What he said to Kiddy.
Yes, so both of them acted unprofessionally. Now you came, and even with the video, it was aired. Romeo was on air. So regardless, Ebianca video now will still, hear people or bloggers writing stories. But how Romeo went about it, addressing Kiddy like as if Kiddy is a kid. Like
was he wrong to address Kiddy generally, whether he was a kid or
the tonation
was too bad. It was like somebody dealing with some small boy. You know what I mean?
Kiddy has explained, but Kiddy said that I don't like the way you've spoken to me this morning. I'm sure if it was you, Jeffrey, individually, we have our own traits and how we go about issues. But sometimes let's just put ourselves in the artist. Kiddy represents brands. So if you're going about it, just have a very nice tonation, a very nice way of addressing it. To also serve as a deterrent. I don't think just saying, hey, come and sit down. That was so harsh.
I'm going to come to you, Pounds. You are a presenter as well. So this, to see if we can understand how Nana Romeo also felt. But he's on the line now, so let's talk to him real quickly. We have Nana Romeo on the line. Nana, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Charlie, how are you doing? You've been, I'm very sure, audience share report when it comes this month, your show will be trending at #1. So can you just quickly give us a quick account of what happened post what we saw on social media platforms? Previously, you had engaged Kiddy before and he was late, you rightly said. Can you just tell us what happened, please?
Okay, before I go ahead with that, and also to my brother, Dr. Pounds, we share a lot together. I have a lot of things. So that we'll address it later.
Okay.
Well, this issue, honestly, I decided to talk about it again because of the views of some people. People think that I did that because I want to trend. I've been in radio for the past years now, and I believe that in my little corner, those who know me, they know me. You see, there's something that people don't understand. The whole Ghana cannot know one person. Even the president sitting on the seat as the main president for the nation. Not everybody in Ghana knows Nana Dankwa Kufuor. So I'm just trying to say that no matter how you want to trend, at the end of the day, nobody, or let's say everybody cannot know you. Some people will know you, others will not know you. So let's start. You see, we come from different homes. We come from different communities. We were not brought up the same way. We are different people on earth. I come from a different family. Nobody even knows me except those who grew with me, those who started with me from the tender age. You see, the whole thing is that I wonder why sometimes some presenters think that what I did was wrong. You see, a lot of people cannot speak the truth because we want favor from certain people. My brother, you and I know that this industry, this radio industry we belong to, everything about radio is time. Everything about radio is time. Even the program that you're hosting right now, I believe when it's time to leave this and make way for the next program, there's no way you even sit and sleep because we work with time. See, the whole thing is, I arranged an interview with Kiddy. Just like story went viral, everybody knows. They contacted me for an interview, and
so they got in touch with you for the interview.
Yes, that's what we normally do. With all the interviews I've done with artists from entertainment. I mean, we have a bond. I mean, they are my people. So they will call Romeo. We want an interview for Kidi. We want an interview for Kwame Eugene. We want an interview for the other guy, Jeff Macy. I mean, we do it all the time. This thing that has happened between Kidi and I, it's not the first time. You see, if you can call Dope Nation, call them and ask them. One time, they were also late, and I asked them, I cannot do the interview. You can call them and ask them. But you see, with DS, it was the first time. So what I did was, they were outside waiting, and I went there to tell them that, I'm sorry, time is fast gone, and I can't do the interview. So they left peacefully. You see, the intention was not to humiliate Kidi or to belittle him or whatever. Actually, what Kidi did that day really pained me because I had already planned my show for the week, and they called me that they wanted an interview for Kidi. And there was no way I could say no because we are one people. They need me today, I can also need them tomorrow. I agreed. But you see, the other side of the story that people don't know is that when the guy called me, I told him that this is Kidi. Please, let Kidi understand that I don't want listening because last time he was late and I didn't like it. He apologized that he won't again. Fine.
The last time did the interview happen?
It happened. It was 11, I think, 20 minutes, and we did it. I mean, it wasn't just like the way we you see, one thing is interviews. The fact that we are coming for an interview does not mean that when you sit, start talking. I'll play your song. You have songs. I have to promote them, talk about the song, read comments and all that. So if a presenter thinks that he can use 30 minutes for all that, fine. We are different. Like I said, we are different people. To be honest, I cannot use 30 minutes for a star like Kidi. No, I can't do that because...
Okay, Roman, I want to ask, was it your intention that you would have him come on air and address the issue on air? Was that your intention?
God forbid. I better listen to the video very well. I started talking even before realizing that Kidi was around. I was like, Charlie, Bakamra not to me so. I mean, can't say way, no be clearly. So I was about to start making my own comment. But I saw that Kidi was coming. So I said,
so the producer had allowed for the interview to go on, or did the producer prompt you that Kidi had arrived for the interview?
No, because he was late. And when I started, making my personal comments on air, then I saw Kidi entering from the production room. So I told them, this is what I said. So it's like, you see him coming. When you are in the studio and the person is coming from the production room, because it's glass, so you just see whoever is coming. So when I saw Kidi, I was like, oh, so that was what I said.
Okay. So have you spoken to Kidi after this incident?
No, I haven't yet. I don't have his personal number.
Have you heard from their label, or has any apology been rendered from their label to you? Hello? Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the line went. I was asking if their label, Lynx, has gotten in touch with you post this incident.
I spoke to IB on the very day of the incident. But after that, I haven't heard from them. But I believe Kojope Kondankwa is also having a behind-the-scenes conversation with them. But I have not heard from them.
Personally. We heard that the station, Accra FM, has taken a stand on this to stop playing Kidi's music. Is that true?
It's not true. It's not true.
Okay.
Since the day the incident happened, I've been constantly playing his songs, even if I play his songs. So we don't have a problem with Lynx Entertainment. There's nothing personal. I am disciplined, and then I did what I wanted to do because I want to let everybody understand that time is money. You see, this is something that people you've been radio for long. I'm sure you have also faced this before, but maybe because you didn't do it like the way I did mine. So that is where people think that I wanted.
There are people asking so many questions on social media with regards to the incident. One of which is that someone is saying that would you have been able to do the same thing if it were the likes of, let's say, Amanziba, or it was Shatawale or Sarkodie or Rex Omar, or someone who's also achieved a lot of milestone, Stone Boy and the likes. There are questions like that that's also being thrown at you.
And for someone, discipline has no boundary. When you are disciplined on everybody. You understand? I have answered this question over and over. I mean, it's not a fight. If Shatawale is supposed to be on my show at 11 and he comes late, I will tell him, Shatta. You see, the whole thing is that it's not like it was the first time. It happened like twice or thrice. So if Shatawale is supposed to do the same thing 3 times, well, I will tell him, Charlie, to me in interview, you don't respect my show. I mean, what I said to Kidi were not insults. I was just telling him that he should respect the station, respect the show, because he doesn't do that to other stations.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't insult Kidi. But those who are saying that what Romeo did was wrong, I want to ask them, what did I do wrong?
Before I let you go, let me just ask you lastly, do you regret any of this?
Regret for telling my brother he should respect my radio station? No.
Sure, Romeo. Thank you very, very much. We are really grateful for your time with us, and of course, we are all in support of indiscipline with regards to lateness. Wishing you well, and thank you very much. Okay, so that was Romeo on the line. Pardon me, I think my nose mask snapped, so I'll have my producers get me another one real quickly whilst we get our conversation on. But you've just listened to him, and you've heard what he just said, and he's defended what he's saying, that he hasn't insulted or if he done anything bad to him. But you are a broadcaster. What do you make of his response?
No, I mean, he's saying where the timing is very important. I mean, we need to be on time conscious. You get what I mean? It's very important. But fully, listen to this one. I close work very late. Sometimes I get home around 11:15, 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Normally I sleep around 1 a.m. But I woke up 5 a.m. I got here 6:15. It's timing. And these musicians, they sometimes, when they release songs, they got stuff to do at a particular time. They go a lot of interviews. We need them. Bloggers will call them. They will do live with them. They will do other stuff within the week. And they can't do all at a time. Normally, our guys, they go to studio sometimes late. They pub, they sleep as early as 3 or 2 a.m. And they wake up for all these things. It happens. But we're talking about the gestures. Somebody may not insult you directly. Indirectly, a gesture can speak up of something. So we're saying that, we need the musicians. They also need us. The bloggers need them. They also need the bloggers. So it has happened one way or the other. Let's find a way, apologize to each other, and rearrange our interview. I spoke to Romeo yesterday.
Let's look at the process that everything happened. Because I know you, as broadcasters, well, when they arrive, there's a production team that meets them, and then it's just, whatever would happen at the back end before the person's allowed on there. Was there a flaw? Do you think there was a flaw in their production timeline as well?
So get it. Normally, I give chance to the up-and-coming guys on Wednesdays and Thursdays on my show between 8:30 to 9, 30 minutes, right? Somebody came in 8:50, and they know, as for my producers, they know that if you come in 15 minutes to 9, like 8:45, I wouldn't do the interview. So they wouldn't even come and tell me that this guy came in late and then we have to consider. No, they know the time. They will tell you that we can't do it. When it's 15 to my time, I won't do it. For 20, they may tell you that, okay, come through, but we can only do one of your songs. But for 15 minutes, I can't do it. They will tell you, you wouldn't even have the chance to come in. They will tell you at the production before you come in, you understand? So with regards to this, I mean, there's a lot into it. I think if we don't solve this issue at the right way, we may be charged for an interview. Yes, maybe we wouldn't pay. It may go affect them by even you asking him that we've heard that the station, it's not playing kiddie songs and all that. People may sabotage one way or the other. So the industry people, some are fueling some things into the whole thing. I called Romeo personally yesterday. That I think you need to talk to the guys, find a way. And he said, other guys are trying to. I called Albert right after that. Guys, you need to merge this thing and redo the interview. And it will be so sensible to all of us to enjoy it.
Sure. Let me come quickly to Kobe as well. Kobe, now he's mentioned something very important. What people are saying about Nana Romeo now. You are also a blogger. You write about people. What do you think is likely to happen to him? Now you're an industry person. So let's look at within the industry, and then we can look at what people's perception of him as a presenter, the station, positive, negative. What do you think is going to happen?
So one of the demerits is that now people are going to be scared going on his platform, knowing the nature of how he is and how straight he is. You know, obviously, in a Ghanaian society or in a Ghanaian setup, we don't like people who are too strict. And so if you are going for an interview and Romeo is the host or the presenter, you might kind of be scared a little bit. Even when you are not late and you arrive on time, and in the process of the interview, when you are saying something and you are not able to even convince him or able to say certain things, it might, because I'm not saying that is how Romeo is, but because of the preamble, I mean, what has happened before now, everybody is really going to be scared when the person should jump on his platform. Now, what I want to say is that I think that from Kidi's management, again, this is the time people must revisit and know their roles in the music settings. Now, music is a serious business. It is, I mean, in our part of the world, in our world, that we see that manager will act like a publicist, a road manager, and all that. The road manager should work hard. Because I'm not sure Shatta will come for an interview here and just walk straight to the studio for the interview. Before Shatta even walks in, Bulldog or if Sak is coming for an interview here, Angel will come and stand here, speak to the producers back to back, even listen in the car to know what is happening. So Angel or Bulldog will come here, come to the studio and ask the producer, can he walk in? Yes or no? No. Even before the artist will just come. You understand? So I think that managers...
But don't you think that this is what happened when he said that he saw them in the production studio and then he asked them to come? So Nana Romeo had asked them to come.
And so that was wrong. That was even wrong.
On his part?
Yes, on his part. You knew the guy is late. And so you were coming to just give your general opinion on the fact that Kidi was late. So just let Kidi relax over there so that you just give your submission. You don't bring Kidi in the picture to paint this picture.
People are worried about Nana Romeo embarrassing Kidi, but let's also look at the other side. People aren't we supposed to also be worried about about Nana Romeo and the impression, the image that his show has, and what he seeks to project with the show?
That is where the time coming. You understand? No, Kidi, the whole industry should just come together to just to know that what Kidi did was wrong with regards to time. And this is the
time it everybody knows.
No, first, second, third. Yes. And the guy, you see, and the guy, and Romeo has, given a background, the fact that Kidi is coming, and imagine, you do an artwork, push it all across that Kidi is coming, or you're going to interview Shatawale, Sarkodie, and Sark don't show up. Or Kidi, how are you going to feel? And even to your listeners, don't feel disappointed. Because anytime they tune in, Kobiche is... No, I'm coming. This is not the first time. Yes. Now, Kobiche is coming on Joy Prime. My share artwork, and everybody know I'm coming this morning. And you tell me that because I'm late into me, I'm back. So I'm going to disappoint... Kidi has even disappointed his own fans. And the presenter has also disappointed his fans. And the whole station at large. And I hear people, let me say that, I hear people saying that, when Accra FM is a small station. No. See, nobody should make... I've seen top industry people saying that Accra FM is a small station.
No, you don't belittle a station.
Yes.
No.
If you post one content and you see even two people liking, at least Accra FM has introduced you to certain group of people.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's just address this issue.
Let's not personalize
Yeah.
station.
No.
I mean, a lot of people write comment, but get it here. You see, our artists, they go through a lot. Rob Stone is coming on this show, right? I remember the first interview I had with him. And then he has given birth to the first child. I don't know the name. I forgot
his wife had done the childbirth. He didn't do it.
They both. I mean, they did it. He's the man. So the baby was crying whilst the man was on the phone talking to me. You see the kind of sacrifice people do for all that. He could have said, "Oh, my baby is with me. He's sleeping, so I can't speak." But he sacrificed to talk to me whilst the baby was even crying live on radio. You go through and all this. Whilst I'm telling you that, when artists release an album or an EP, they go through a lot of interviews. They schedule, people schedule. Some they call, others call.
But the presenters and the producers also go through a lot. And that's the question you asked. Presenters and producers also go. I mean, imagine your producer calling
let him land. Let him
land.
Last
minute,
I call the producer that I can make it.
Let him land.
So how? No, that's also a huge harassment to the industry.
Finish.
How about
finish? Hold on.
I mean, God forbid. How about it was car accident?
For who?
For Kidi, what would you do?
That is the question I want to ask the two of you now. Let's reverse it. So assuming Accra FM or Nana Romeo had a technical challenge and Kidi was there on time and the interview couldn't come off 25 minutes into the show, then the station comes back on, which happens. Would there have been the same
It's
situation? Would there have been an apology to Kiddy?
That should be.
And would Kiddy have been right to have, if he walks off and says, you've taken my time of the interview and I cannot host the interview within 35 minutes? Would it have been okay? I'm asking.
It's vice versa. It's making sense here.
See, you are just saying that you are assuming.
Yes.
Let's not even go there because that has not even happened.
It happens. We're saying that it happens.
It happens, but let's address the issue on the table.
Can go off.
Yes.
No, so let's address the issue on the table.
I'm just saying the scenario that if
example.
we reverse the situation where then Kiddy was
Vice versa.
early and the station had gone off, which it happens to
and
you
it
in
came
the
maybe
station.
35 minutes to the time.
Would Kiddy have been right to decide to address the issue that this is a total disrespect to his brand and decide to?
I've already established that the tonation. I mean, in which Romeo carried the whole process
Was something else.
was wrong.
Okay.
That I've established.
Okay.
But let's also not promote the fact that, Nako said, Kiddy, the lateness
We are
was
not
wrong.
encouraging lateness.
Sure.
You get what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
we're talking about
listen,
the
that's what I'm saying.
But you are not thinking about the presenter.
Unfortunately,
See, it happens.
My point is not thinking about the presenter and the producer.
I'm not thinking about them. Listen.
Why?
Hold on. I'm not saying they've not done well for what he did or the production. Listen, don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is it happens. People go through a lot. I mean, emotionally, you know what people go through back door before they come, but they try to come and smile on the cameras and all that. Fine.
Artists or
everybody,
presenters.
you, myself, and the artist.
Exactly.
Myself and Yapono, we're very close. I can walk to his house, his bedroom, and everywhere. Imagine I did an artwork. Yapono is coming on my show Friday. At 7:30, I called. Oh, we are coming. We did here. Oh, we did La Paz. We did come. 8 o'clock. Charlie, some running stomach, my stomach. So I passed through some pharmacy shop to get something and then see if I'll be able to come. 9 o'clock, Charlie, it's getting serious. I can't come.
Was it the first time or the second time or the third time?
It's like second time. But you see, you need to be able to control damages. It happens.
It happens.
I could have decided to speak my mind to
our time,
Yapono.
unfortunately, our time is up.
I could have done that. But the point is, what I'm trying to say is, it has happened. 50-50. We need artists. Artists need us.
Exactly.
So the point is, I'm sorry. What happened? Kiddy, it won't happen again. Kiddy, Nana Romeo, I'm sorry. Now the best way to make it happen best, even best for them, both of them, is to reschedule an interview.
Which I think should happen.
Yes,
now.
and they do it now so that we come to address, and even within the interview, senior industry players can join and we can address the issue once and for all to know
I think you should work
we
on
want
that.
to be one and promote this
It's not
industry.
impossible. I think you should work on that since Shatawale and Stone Boys happened.
We can do this.
It'll be ideal. Also, Benny Archer, he's also a lecturer, shared quite an interesting story on modernghana.com. And at the end, well, he disagrees with everything that happened and says that, look, Kiddy was wrong. He says, I even heard some person ask that, well, if he's late, what can he do about it? To this person, I ask, if you know you are due for an interview at 11 a.m. and you know that because this is Ghana, there's likelihood of traffic and you can be late, what do you do? How
But you can buy your own tickets
and
then you miss a flight.
and I can't read the entire thing for you, but coming up next. All right, hold on. So coming up next, Reggie Rockstone and Zilla joins us for an amazing interview. This is Prime Morning. We'll be right back.
What did you dear? Mary Medro CB Men's Capsules. And you may use Madama Bohobio CB Men's Capsules by dear. What 2 points?
I don't know. You're very good. Said I'm a dan, I'm a swam and two intent and usually. He said, we need you so we are Arabia house to be credible.
Said to say, my yes, you dear CB Women's Capsules. A year if it's a woman in home fee and so.
Hey! CB Women's Capsules with the Ajo.
Also CB Men's Capsules, Ajo.
Susiana.
Ghana man, Merman Damase.
Our pharmacy, chemical, ni herbal shops ni name. To phone fresh Susie Herbal Center 0247 111671 and 0246 578750. CB Men and Women Capsules.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
No one, no training, no amount of preparation can get any professional ready for this kind of pandemic.
We feel safe because you know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
I want to say thank you to the first responders and the ambulance crew rushing to situations unknown.
The call center operatives who stay on the other end of the phone lines 24/7. Thank you.
To cleaners at the hospitals and in isolation centers. Today, your job is more dangerous than ever. Thank you, Akbenami.
We feel safe because we know you are there. Thank you, all our frontline health workers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This week on Joy Learning, SHS2 lessons Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. and at 9 a.m. Monday, Financial Accounting, Accounts of Manufacturing Organizations. Tuesday, Business Management, Characteristics and Problems of Developing Countries. Wednesday, Biology, Respiration in Mammals Part 2. Thursday, Integrated Science, Electronics Part 2. Friday, Core Math, Statistics Part 2. For SHS3 lessons, make a date with your TV teacher to answer mind-boggling questions on the revision show every Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. and a repeat at 10 a.m. Catch up with the National Science and Maths quiz on Monday to Friday at 5:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. For updates on weekly schedules, please log in to www.myjoyonline.com or adumonline.com. Download the Willow app and access complete lessons covering the syllabus or call 030-2211-688 or 0264790-970. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Joy Learning TV and on Instagram at Joy_Learning TV. Learning is simple and secure on Ghana's first educational channel, Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
All right, so still watching Prime Morning. It's a great time for us to be on the show, and we hope you've stuck through with us. But don't worry, it's Friday. We're back on Monday as well, and all through the week, Monday to Friday, we are here with you 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Now, this show is probably brought to you by Fan Milk as well, so don't forget that. Okay, so time for me to do my special interview with one of Ghana's biggest couple, and it's an honor to have them on the show. I'll tell you why it's an honor to have them on the show. Because of one reason, only one reason, is that they are watching is to die for. I know I was going to have an interview, Reggie and Zilla, but I didn't expect Wachi to come along.
Rocks Wachi.
My story is so cool because the thing is that I mean every day when I go to work, yes, I buy food, I eat, and my secretary one day just said, she ordered food, and when they brought it, I ate it and she said, it's from Reggie's. I said,
Rocks Wachi.
From that day. So I was engaged in a chat with Reggie on WhatsApp, and then I thought he thought I was ordering 60 Ghana cedis, 60 pieces of wachi. So he was smiling.
Oh, yeah. A friend me hitting no. Me say 60 and also almost see me. I thought my workers were messing with me. So, radio you gadgets, make us a comment.
It's fine. No, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I mean, I want to first start off with the wachi. My eyes are on. I want to start with the wachi. Now, what is the intention behind? Because you have a fast food restaurant, you have a bar. What is the intention of particularly choosing wachi to sell? Because you don't do any other meals. You don't do jollof, you don't do fried rice, you don't do...
Actually, we do.
Is it?
We do, but wachi is the headliner. It just won the show. It's the headliner.
You pushed that.
The funny thing is, a lot of people think it's new. People don't understand that you've been eating my wachi from God knows.
For 10 years.
10 years we've been on this. 10 years.
Yes.
But what the mama vim say, "Nan kola no omo beti say." Yeah, I will turn watch it because my brother tried to troll me, and then they started to laugh at me, and I was looking at me and my wife like, are they crazy? We've been paying school fees, everything with this. Now, dear, a journey food crew, who did pizza? You can't even spell pizza. And what spell it? Watch it. We are best 3 years old to watch it, but name your heart. Anyway, so basically, this pushed us. But around the time, remember, Corona had just hit hard. Probably so me and my wife, I mean, we were in heavy prayers at the time. And I keep telling my wife that I had conflicting vibes with my spirit because of my spirituality and selling alcohol. And so maybe I'm a bumpire. Say, Nyankopon, and mommy bibia, make me here without selling booze to you. And just at the Corona time, boom. So my man made a comment. It went viral. Me and my wife was like, okay, let's ride. And now business is just woof through the roof.
Hold on right there. Zilla, I want to, I know you perform a lot of magic, you know, at the back end quietly, shadow.
When you need it.
Oh, someone to
actually, it will be muffled.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm talking, let me.
It goes down together. When Shatawale passed comments, you know, about Reggie, how do you handle such things? We hardly hear you talk about anything, share anything, put anything. You don't come in the videos, no.
On social media.
I'm a behind the scenes person. I'm not really on social media. There's no time. Social media is really involving.
She thinks it's silly.
I don't think it's silly. It's just that it's time involving. And as you said, I'm behind the scenes making things work. And when you are doing that, you don't have a lot of time to be in the fore and doing the social media thing. So when the Shatter thing happened, believe it or not, I didn't even know it was friends. I was there when I received a message from somebody asking, what is this about? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I didn't even know.
In other words, when you're there.
I mean,
but the truth of the matter is that these things don't really bother me. I know he's in the media. I know people who always jab at him and everything. Actually, if I had gotten actively involved, I would have told him that, you know what, just forget it. Because Shatter is who he is, and you know. But
would you say that his comments have actually given business?
No, so actually, yes. Because there was a back and forth for a few, and it made people who didn't even know. Because a whole lot of people didn't even know we had Wache. And we've been selling it for 10 years. I mean, we've sold it with other food and stuff like that, but Wache has been the headline. That's what has,
so people want me to attribute the success now. Some people saying, give props to Shatta.
No, how?
And I'm saying, no, I'm giving props to God.
Yeah.
Because his original intent wasn't for me to blow up my watch. So they know or hear me. And then they or Danny Agrono. So I'm just blessed.
The truth of the matter is that we were, you know, during the lockdown period, we knew that we would come back. I mean, we're paying bills. We are paying electricity bills and everything. So we knew we would come back. We're just taking our own sweet time. Then this thing happened and we realized that, oh wow, the timing is now.
Right.
You know, so it's not, he didn't, this is 10 years of hard work, not overnight of a comment.
What after work open again after Corona? You mean post-Corona?
We don't know yet. We live to see.
Look, let me tell you. I mean, I don't know what my wife thinks, but for me, first of all, I feel a weight lifted off of me because, like I said, it was clashing with my spirituality. See, I'm creeping up at it. What's it, I say? Yeah, that's one. Two, how are you gonna exercise social distancing if you're selling alcohol? That don't make no damn sense to me. When people say to me, "Oh, we will," I'm like, "How? What will be our Buddha? We've been running this for 10 years. So what's in my say? So let me throw that out the window. Between me and you, that don't make no damn sense.
So let's move away from that conversation. Now, I'm just picking up issues that happened, have happened. He's at the forefront. He goes to bring the problems, and then you manage at the back end quietly. So this issue on the guy who passed comments on your daughter and the Stoneboy fan.
The super punk.
How far, how has the issue gone to so far? Like, what's happening now?
Actually, he was a Shatta fan. You stuck it on Stoneboy. It wasn't. He was an SM fan. But that
it was
it
a
doesn't
Shatta
matter.
fan. Okay.
Like I said in my submission, I said, I don't care if you're a standing fan, a ceiling fan. You don't speak about someone's daughter. You know, now, because I didn't my final World Cup. And I said, hey, what about that? Do you have kids? First of all, penny ben with me trust idea. So, per se, only a colada. Now, we are over Rock, Neba. I had to go after him. and I went hard. I who said OG, you know me OG.
Has he apologized?
He, you know, his father had hit me up, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it got. Listen, first of all, that's Reggie Rockstone's daughter. But if it was yours, I would fight for you.
Yes.
That's the grandchild of President Hillary man. Connection is a whole crew with me now. Be a bedinachi. Into why I watch you know, so don't play with us. You know, don't talk. That's really reckless.
As a mother as well, I mean, what do you make of
where do you jam on me?
Thank you.
I
left everything for you.
I wasn't going to let it pass.
One of the loveliest industry couples we have as well is Ochami Kwame and
yeah, they family. We love them.
Yeah, and I always want to ask, what keeps the two of you going? Because I'm sure you would have your fights and your misunderstandings.
Yeah, but great, you dream.
What do you argue about?
Everything and anything.
What do you disagree on?
Light switch. What do you mean light switch?
Yeah,
it's like one of the bedroom and it's we didn't talk about.
I know, right? I want the lights off, he wants the lights on.
What was the last?
And I'm just here with jump. But it's a friendship. The people always got to remember it's a friendship. We're business partners, we're friends.
Yeah.
That's the mother of my children.
Yes.
You know, Zelaza. Why the bit to me, so can you we are going to beat me?
That's another part. Now, friendship and business is very difficult to manage.
Extremely difficult.
So, in how does it translate into business? You know, especially even doing this, I'm very sure you'd have things like, no, don't fold it that way, fold it this way.
So for this, it's really an unspoken thing. I think we just figured it out that Reggie is, of course, he is a creative, so he's more of the creative mind. So I let him do creative him. It doesn't mean I don't contribute.
Yeah.
I would contribute.
Contribute to power.
I'll contribute to the creative side, but I am more of the implementer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've sort of gotten into our role. So we discuss, we bring the creative angle. Then
you said on TV line, huh? That's a lie. You're always trying to get in my role.
No. But the fact that you are the creator,
on top
it's okay. But the fact that he is more of a creative doesn't mean that I cannot contribute to the creative part of it.
Yeah, that's
right.
And that means that
master. You know, that's my boss.
I see.
You ain't my boss. That's my boss.
You also did some donations recently.
Oh, listen, nah. That's a beautiful story. Yeah. So now the watch is, I mean, we're moving like 200 packs a day, 300 packs a day. Guess what, though?
Oh, yes. We have the video on the screen.
Okay, that's me doing my personal deliveries.
Oh, the Tuesday corporate drop-offs.
Well, I'm a celebrity. We will be.
So you're doing about 200 deliveries a day?
Or even more. The other day we did 270.
Wow.
Yeah.
But check this though. The story is beautiful because here we are post-Corona times. Near how far? Okay. Blessings come. Everybody's about to watch it all of a sudden. Then guess what happens? People start ordering bulk for us to go feed the needy.
Yeah.
Until literally when you buy my food, you are sowing a seed. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah. We go into orphanages. I mean, and then you free out crowd, man.
Yeah, you have to go to Teshi.
We feeding like how many kids? 180, and like 80 kids. And people just keep donating. Every day I wake up, there's something coming from California, coming from here. They just put it in. So when we say soul food, I mean, our slogan is thank God for Wachi. That's it. Makes sense.
Yeah. I like that. Unfortunately, our honorable minister on Beyond the Headlines, when they came in late and has eaten part of your time. So I'm cutting the time that we have.
Well, you better eat the watch.
So whilst we're about to enjoy this watch, Reggie Pacho, media no, only come order.
Yeah, he orders. You know he orders every day.
Yes, it's not last meeting. I'm guessing you almost see.
But they're very free. Every one idiot. I want to take it away because you see, there's a way of eating the food when you're off camera.
I know.
You have to say, I don't want to say. Let me ask these questions real quickly. Yeah. Who's the best chef between the two of you?
Reggie.
Who cooks
Definitely
better?
Not me.
Not you.
At all.
Who wakes up first?
Who wakes up first? Yeah.
Yours truly.
Who takes longest to shower?
That's the.
But not that long. Not that long. But
she's a trooper.
Who's the better dancer?
Come on now. How do you keep fit?
This one I still want to ask this.
How do I keep fit?
Yes.
I drink a lot of water. I I smile much. You know, so as I always say, so I'm always happy, smiley. And I exercise relatively, you know, moderately. And I eat green.
Yeah, a lot of green.
A lot of green. I'm open, I'm rich, I don't know if food do. And but I've always been an active human being, from martial arts, dancing, and hip hop so keep you.
Sir, who says I love you more often?
Nah, no, I don't think.
He doesn't say that.
No, we're not that type of romantic. No, I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I mean,
it's true.
We ain't. I mean, we love each other, but we don't play that Hollywood. Hey, baby, I love you. Nah, these are jokes. I mean, it's unspoken. But you know, but every time after a fight, you might just get that. You know, I love you, or you know, you mean all the. You know, you said some corny stuff to me last time.
What?
I can't remember around there. You know. Time last minute, no coin. I know you true baby. I was like, damn, where you learn that? Mills and Bones?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? And when
But I'm the romantic one.
And when you responded?
I did. I responded. So it has to match.
Oh, it's on to you.
But I'm the romantic though.
So you see, a lot of...
He likes to think he's romantic.
But he's not?
No.
I am. I thought flowers. I remember the bush. I don't know.
Why? It's because you bought flowers for me.
So what is Asantini?
I took you to Sao Tome. What about that one?
Hey, Charlie, I'm going to beat your shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you took him to Sao Tome?
Charlie, you saw him on the Sao Tome.
He thought I was joking. When I woke him up, I like, get ready. We are going to party.
Wait. Tell me this again. So he didn't
know. I did everything. He didn't know. So he was asleep. He had gone out, come late, fast asleep. I'm like, Reggie, wake up. You're going to the airport. He's like, what are you talking about?
Wait a second.
Everything. Yeah,
me sorry, you abuse Sao Tome. You crossing the new order.
Wow. No, we're actually late. If it's not his Reggie Rockstone self, we would have missed the flight. Yeah,
because he can make me have missed flights.
But when she worried about maybe he had plans, meetings, and...
No, I know his itinerary, I know everything.
So so why are you free? So
yeah, what's your name? Yeah, pack him in no man. Yeah. Yeah, me two players, so now me two goes there. I'm sorry, now
what has he done? I mean, not necessarily to match up to this, but
well, he says the flowers. So let's take the flowers.
Well, not the flowers. Yes. How did I buy you them phones? Remember?
Which one?
I got the footage. Surprise, yeah, me man. Say the phone watching. No, I'm got tough phone. I need phone change me. Two phones. Phone no cry, friends. That time now, but some bugger their phone. Got her the phones, but guess what I did though? I had a customer pretend that he had a bad order of watching.
Okay.
To I'm acting, me no. And that sister, and to no man be serious. They Johnny Benny, but I'm the phones not shit. Watch it packs in him. I am for all. All right. So she put it on there. And she's like, oh, apologize to all you know. Oh, who's the phone? Who's on the number four. I have the footage, not the number four, mommy fancy. Lila,
I know people find their soulmates and they're able to bond this world. On this show, we've had a lot of relationship conversations and people call in and they share all kinds of major problems.
Yes.
I have two questions. The first one would be, how did you two meet?
We met through your homeboy.
Who would that be?
DJ Black.
Oh.
In the booth in the club.
Wow.
Well, that's the unofficial.
No, the time more. I tell you,
that's the unofficial.
I'm just me a rap star.
That's the unofficial. Okay, well, that's the main
Okay.
Don't mind him. He's giving you a biased story.
Okay, what
yes,
happened?
It's true. It's true that the very, very first time we met in the booth in Boomerang, I went to party and he was there, but it was just, blah, blah, and we went.
Did you know he was Reggie Rockstone?
Yeah, I knew he was Reggie Rockstone. It wasn't about that. I wasn't starstruck.
You do believe that? She said she wasn't starstruck.
No, that's part of the attraction, I guess. I mean, besides the fact that I love women with big breasts.
That was my second question.
No, I pump camera. But yeah, no, she wasn't on some gaga. No, she wasn't.
No. You know how he suffered.
No. You
That
probably
he called me,
Papa
but
ex-president.
I went here, he was calling me.
Yeah, so you had hope that this one was going to, not friend and like.
Can I credit share? Maybe I'm a car same way. None of boy, Jano.
Listen, no, wait. Jay, before we end, let me tell you this. Don't mind him. Yes, it's true we met for the first time in there. He didn't even take note of me, neither did I of him. We went our separate ways.
Yes.
But guess what? It so happened that he was going through rough times. He had broken up with whoever he was seeing.
So he had broken up?
With whoever at that time. Yeah. This is like after. This is some time after. But guess what? The people he hung out with, some of them knew me.
Okay.
And somebody must have mentioned that there's this girl I think you would like, who get along with. You know, she's busty. She's your physical spec.
Okay.
But at the same time, the way she is, her persona and everything,
yeah,
you guys will get along.
Yeah.
So guess what? He started to start asking because they were like, oh, she went to Achimota, she's in Legon. So when he would see people, he would like, oh, do you know Zilla? If they say I went to Motango, oh yeah, I know her. And then everybody would say exactly the same thing. So now he was curious. He wanted to see who this person was. And then guess what? So yes, one day we went to Salisbury. That time, yes, I was dating with somebody else. It was one of our friends' birthday, and we went as a big group.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there with my friends and Max Jawai.
Yes.
I knew Jawai from way back. So Jawai comes, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. It's like, hey, blah, 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 talking to me. I didn't know Reggie was in Salisbury playing pool. The next thing I see, Reggie is here. I've been looking for you.
Wow.
I'm like, who?
Hey, don't make it sound like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
You sound like Lionel Richie. Hello. I've been looking for you.
And so that's how it started. So don't you make it seem like.
Wow. So, okay, real quick now. I just want to have a chance to open the watch so that you can have a you can view.
So you can have a feel.
Yes, on there as well. You put everything inside the watch. You put
So we have the meat, the wele, the egg, the spaghetti, the gari, the salad, the fish, the plantain, the avocado.
I want to come crazy me.
Yes, even me.
Hey.
Fully loaded.
Fully loaded. This is called the works.
So this one is 30 cedis. Yesterday I was asking please the difference in the 30 and the 25 because now
and the 25 you won't get the plantain, the avocado and the fish.
And plus I deliver to you.
Yeah. So good. I know you're doing some corporate deliveries.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I go to banks, I go to offices, wherever they are, and I deliver myself.
Please, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, I'm taking a quick break. However, I'm sorry, but you have to just sit back at home, make your mouth water, and then enjoy this. Okay?
And I'd like to apologize on his behalf for using a fork and knife to eat watching
I know
live
if
television.
using his hand, it should be.
It's an abomination. I was here at Truth too.
One thing about me. We go to school.
Okay.
Now you was school.
Oh, damn, here we go. Accra.
Yes, I think I've just learned that. Quick break, when we come back, there's more on the show. Don't go away.
1 year recording deal for 2 singles, 60,000 worth of airtime on Joy Prime, 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize, bragging rights of being crowned the ultimate winner Prime Stu.
Break it! It's original, you gotta take it. Macberry, 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 bake with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, see we love it, everybody love it. Mama and Papa, them love it. Macberry, Macberry be the biscuit, you be the picking them secret. Macberry, Macberry be the biscuit, and they give everybody when they visit me. Macberry, originally baked with love. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, originally baked with love.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Cerelac Biscuity, the new baby cereal from Cerelac, with a great new biscuity taste that babies absolutely love. And of course, it's fortified with iron to support babies' healthy growth, just like all the other nutritious Cerelac flavors. Cerelac, big nutrition for small tummies.
unlock banking with biometrics. Now, you can access the Absa mobile banking app using your fingerprint or facial recognition. Download today. That's Africanacity. That's Absa.
To all our emergency doctors, you never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of the Gucci, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami. That's all we can say.
To all our emergency doctors, you never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of the Gucci, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami. That's all we can say.
To all our emergency doctors, you never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of the Gucci, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami. That's all we can say.
Joy Prime, Hits FM, and the Multimedia Group Limited says thank you. Ayiko. Yenda masanimu juma pa amoye. Frontliners, yama wanamo. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Yama wanamo. We say thank you for the good things you are doing for our nation. Money, money, echumabo. Thank you, military officials, we're saying thank you. Our policemen, we're saying thank you for standing on the front line through this pandemic. We're saying thank you. Our drivers and our farmers, our
all our emergency doctors, you never know who is walking through those doors, but you tend to everybody without fear.
The staff of Noguchi, Kolebu, KCCR, and all other testing centers. Where would we be without you?
We know some of you have been badly affected by this virus, yet you defy the fear of the unknown to fight against this virus on our behalf.
You have been awesome in these trying times. You put your lives on the line every day.
We feel safe because we know you are there. We really, really do appreciate you all. And what we can say at this moment is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Akbenami. That's all we can say.
Bake it. It's originally gotta take it. Macberry, 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 bake with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, see we love it. Everybody love it. Mama and Papa, them love it. Macberry, Macberry, be the biscuit. Even be the picking them secret. Macberry, Macberry, be the biscuit. And they give everybody when they visit me. Macberry, originally baked with love. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, originally baked with love.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Cerelac Biscuity, the new baby cereal from Cerelac, with a great new biscuity taste that babies absolutely love. And of course, it's fortified with iron to support babies' healthy growth, just like all the other nutritious Cerelac flavors. Cerelac, big nutrition for small tummies.
Unlock banking with biometrics. Now, you can access the ABSA mobile banking app using your fingerprint or facial recognition. Download today. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
Welcome back. This is just the very last minutes of the show on Prime Morning. And it's amazing how Jay gets to eat the wache. I get to eat the dessert with delayed yogurt. And we have got the winners of Big Chef. We've got Abigail, Laviette, Mamia. And they've been swimming in some stardom for 13 weeks. They've been thrilling you with amazing recipes in the kitchen. Now, the inside Prime studio about to make you a dessert. Quickly, I'm going to leave you ladies to thrill me as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
As in, all this is happening in, say, 6 minutes. Let's see the magic he can create.
6 minutes.
I mean, it should be easy. You've got delay yogurt. Okay. What are we, Abigail, you've got a microphone. What are we making?
I'll be making mixed fruit parley with yogurt.
What's it?
Yogurt mixed fruit parley.
Okay. And that's coming from Ghana here. Love it. But are you all making the same thing?
No.
Okay, Love it. What are you doing?
I'm making a mango food.
A mango what?
Food.
Hey, that's sending Malawi. Amaya, what about you?
I'm making a trifle.
A what?
A trifle.
What is that?
It's like layers of fruits, cake, and yogurt.
I see.
Oops.
So my table is a special one. It's not the regular one you find in the kitchen. So be gentle with it, okay?
Okay. The knife. I'll be using this mango. Okay.
I've seen some, is that tuna?
Yes, please.
Strawberry, cucumber, mangoes, sugar. Please, Jane likes this with a lot of sugar. I'm not sure about Daniel, so extra sugar will do. Is this something I have to eat together or I have to eat it separately?
Together.
Together, okay.
Yes.
Abigail, so you've got dole in the blender first.
Yes, please.
You're adding mangoes.
Yes, please.
Laviette, what's that you're dishing out?
Cream cheese.
What?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
Also been eating the cream cheese.
Looks like a jamboree on the table for me.
It makes me
I
feel
really
like
get
we are
confused if
in the
it's me.
competition again.
No,
Have you
I've been eating powdered milk.
Did you do something like this when you were in the competition?
No, please.
Okay, so this is different. This is a special recipe for Prime morning.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you've got 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me help you.
Have the apples. Thank you. Let me help you. Here, who needs it?
Give me the blender. Give me just now. Okay.
Oh, those are cookies. Are you fine?
Yes, please, it's fine.
Okay. So your cookies here. Naviet, I think you'd have to rearrange your bread and eggs again. Let me see what's happening with my mayor as well.
I'm coming.
What are these?
Mixed nuts.
Okay. So you've got 3 minutes.
They need to be crushed.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So if I want to make this, the major recipe
Can you take the other knife there for me? Okay, don't worry.
Oh, wow.
I can't seem to see it.
Oh, you also have to blend. Okay. Maybe you need some delay. You don't need delay in it? Okay. Oh, Lord. You've got 1 minute, 30 seconds. 1 minute, 30 seconds. And oh, gentle reminder that tomorrow Prime Studios is on and you don't want to miss it. If it's for me, don't worry, me, I can choose with the mommy. What? Alright, so just maybe I'm unable to show you what they made because of time. I'll take photos of it and I promise you I'll show it to you on Monday. But one thing I know is a very quick dessert they're making, and these are the winners of Big Chef 13 weeks. They threw with you right here on Joy Prime. And your best recipe for this dessert is dole. Now, Abigail, kindly remind me again, what's the name of this?
Fruit parfait.
Fruit
parfait.
Parfait. And Mamia, what's the name of yours again? A trifle.
Okay, say that again, Mamia.
A trifle.
A
Trifle.
Trifle. And all you need is what? Fruits and yogurt.
And cake.
And cake?
Yes, please.
Okay. Loveyette?
I'm making a mango food.
A mango, okay.
So
but I see bread and egg. Abigail, you're done?
Yes, please.
This is yes? So Abigail once again is first here and she's done. Very beautiful. Oh, this looks colorful like my outfit. Abigail, thank you. Mommy, are you nearly done?
Yes, please.
I've got just about 45 seconds to go. Okay. Let me see.
Hello.
Oh, wow. Oh, so you put the nuts on top of it. Please,
Yes.
can I use granite?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mamia is also done. Very beautiful. What's the name again?
A trifle.
A trifle. Why am I struggling with your name? I'll come for tutorials, okay? Now, Loveyette, you're nearly done.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is all time would permit us, sadly. It's been an amazing day for you. On Friday as well, on Prime Morning. I can't wait to meet you on Monday with Daniel and also Jay. We'll see you. Take care. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you so much, okay?
Noodles have become quite popular all around the world, and it's always advisable to have a repertoire of noodles recipe so you don't stay stuck on the same one. Today I'm going to show you 2 easy ways that you can create noodles so you can add it to your repertoire of recipes.